If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, a man in British Columbia is making international headlines after he deterred a cougar attack by punching it in the face. Now, I'm not trying to minimize the guy's victory, but I think anyone who's being attacked by a cougar or any animal would probably punch it in the face. Now, what's impressive to me is a surfer in Australia. In this case, someone else was being stalked by a bull shark, which is one of the most aggressive sharks on Earth. And this guy intervened by punching the shark in the face and saving the other person. And I'm pretty sure I would not do that. So if you're keeping track, yes, I would punch a cougar that is attacking me. No, I would not punch a bull shark that's attacking you. I also wouldn't punch you just because you look like actor Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Anyone?
LaBeouf.
Is it LaBeouf?
Yeah.
All right. I would not punch you because you look like actor Shia LaBeouf. I think most people would not punch other people because they look like actor Shia LaBeouf. Jesus, LaBeouf. LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Now, that said, a man in New York City, he was punched in the face specifically because he looks like Shia LaBeouf. In fact, the attacker told him, quote, "This is because you look exactly like Shia LaBeouf." That was the entire motivation behind this guy punching her, and after he punched him in the face, the guy walked away. Now, look, we have a lot of stories about people throwing punches, whether they're punching animals, punching other people, punching objects, punching machines, you name it. If it can be punched, someone has punched it for whatever reason. And that's what today's question, brought to you by Advanced Hair Restoration, is all about today. Today, we want to know who threw the punch and why was it thrown?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Oh, Michelle's away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,362. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Once again, we welcome in Taryn Daly and Steve Mix from the Daily Mix Morning Show. We will sit and spin with 10 songs made more famous by the movies.
So these songs are already songs
that you know.
All right.
But then all of a sudden, you know, Wayne's World comes out.
All right. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Dazed and Confused.
All right. Yeah.
Whatever it is. I mean, Shrek.
Oh, is that Smash Mouth?
That's right. That's why you basically know. That's why Smash Mouth never has to do anything again.
Because of Shrek.
Because of one movie.
Mm-hmm.
2 songs, 1 movie, right?
What was the other song?
But they had 2 songs on the soundtrack.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember both of them.
Pretty sure they had 2 songs.
Maybe.
But both were on the soundtrack. That's how they made their money.
Do you remember, Ted?
I remember they had a good cover of Why Can't We Be Friends, but I don't know if that's the one that made the Shrek soundtrack.
I think they did I'm a Believer.
Right. Yeah, there's that
And
one.
then the one that was theirs, which was Rockstar.
Oh, hey, now.
Yeah, Rockstar.
All-Star.
All-Star. Yeah, they're not Rockstar.
Rockstar's Nickelback.
But see, I mean, that made that band. So just one movie, makes a band. So we have 10 songs where the song actually got made more famous by the movie.
All right.
That's coming up at 4:30. And today on the question, who threw the first punch and why was it thrown? And look, as far as punches, you might have been punched in the face.
Yep.
You might have not. You might have thrown a punch, but you might not have hit anybody. So, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, where the first punch I ever saw where I was like, wow, dude, that is cool. It was after football practice, 16 years old, in the parking lot of high school. And my buddy Tim locked his keys in his truck.
All right.
He locked them in the truck. They were in the ignition. I don't know how he did it. When you have a little button on the side, he pushed it down. He locked his keys in his truck. He just balled up his hand as hard as he could after trying to elbow it a couple times, the window, and he punched through the window.
And one
On the
punch.
driver's side, shattered it, reached in, opened up his car, brushed the glass out, drove home.
All right.
So I was like, dude, I mean, I never thought, I could look at I'd be afraid I'd break my hand.
That would be my thought, yeah.
It was a bigger truck. I see he was kind of punching up into it. And I mean, it went boom. It just blew out. And I was like, wow, don't talk crap to Tim.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I got out of that. So we're going to talk punches today. So we head up to lovely Smithers, BC.
Smithers. Welcome to Smithers.
Smithers, which is about 420 miles, I want to say, northwest of Vancouver.
Yep.
So a BC man, he suffered minor injuries after fending off a cougar attack by punching the animal in the face in the northern interior last weekend. The conservation officer who was assigned said that the attack happened at on Saturday, 11 a.m., near Smithers. The service said the man was working near Lake Kathleen when the animal approached and basically just took a couple swipes at his upper body.
Yeah.
Now, the man told officers he then just squared up and punched the cougar in the face as hard as he could. At this point, the animal disengaged.
Mm-hmm. That's the story I would tell, too, even if it's not true.
Well, I mean, you see people punch animals a lot. I mean, you see people punch kangaroos. And those kangaroos just kind of sway a little bit and get right back up on their haunches and come right back after them.
That's one of my favorite clips. A guy in Australia with I want to say the kangaroo had his dog in like a headlock or something.
Yep.
And he walks up, just straight up squares up this kangaroo and just punches this thing with a nice left, actually.
Right.
Hits him right in the face. Kangaroo, let's go with the dog.
He said
hops away.
he said he stunned him. Yeah, he basically, the cat backed up like, oh, man. The service said the man suffered 9 non-life-threatening injuries. Did not need to be hospitalized. Officials did set up a live trap in the area, surveyed the scene, but did not locate the cougar.
For what?
I don't know. Cougar,
It's in the freaking woods, man.
you were at his house. They say, well, cougars can pose a risk. Cougars rarely attack humans. Says anyone who encounters a cougar should keep calm, never run, and do not play dead. Make yourself look as big as possible, back away slowly, keeping the cougar in view, and allowing a clear exit out of the bar. If you are attacked, the group says, always fight back. Never play dead.
Yeah.
Now they say,
Remember, my buddy Phil, he used jiu-jitsu and when he got attacked by a cougar.
That's right. You told us that, man. Did he say
wow,
the move?
that's better than Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Too slow. Did he say the move he did?
I think the cougar jumped on him, so he was on his back and just, I don't know if he
His ground game?
Yeah, I guess he just kind of shrimped out and then did something to the cougar, and the cougar ran off.
Huh.
Damn.
So he didn't see it. It came on the backside. It came up
Right,
on the back.
he was on his bicycle in the woods, or his mountain bike, and he said he felt something weird or whatever, and then, then he got attacked. Maybe we call him Phil the Cougar.
Phil the cougar.
Yeah, I know
Did he go
Phil.
to Pullman?
No, I just know him through jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Now what
Guy's
if
a legend. I mean, he used jiu-jitsu on a cougar.
He's a legend.
Yeah, man.
What if you went to Wazoo and you got attacked by a cougar? Would that be like a notch on your belt?
I would think so.
No,
Not really.
That's just getting in a fight with another dude at a bar.
Okay, all right. I'm talking about the animal. BC author Paula Wilde has spent the last few years collecting stories of cougar encounters and people who've lived to tell the tale. Here are 7 tips for avoiding and surviving a cougar attack.
Don't go to the woods.
Number 1, never turn your back on a cougar. Number 2, never run from a cougar. Fast movement triggers their chase and kill instinct.
And you can't outrun it.
Maintain constant, direct eye contact. And remove your sunglasses. That's a
Why
that's
do
a
you
badass
remove your
move.
sunglasses?
Pull your sunglasses down, man. Just stare them down like it's time to go.
This makes me think of my CSI Miami. Pull down your sunglasses, stare down the cougar.
I mean, again, that's if you see it.
Right, but why do you
Right,
think you have
right.
to take off your sunglasses?
Oh, you got to establish dominance with eye contact.
Okay, all right. But just sunglasses. So if you're wearing regular glasses, you
That's
can keep
fine.
those on. All right.
You just let that cougar see your pupils.
All right.
Do you have any cool words you say when you take your sunglasses off?
If I'm looking at a cougar,
Yeah.
O-S. That's probably my coolest word.
I'm going to give you a cat scratch fever.
You know me. I'm about to hobble your lip.
Even the cougar would shake his head
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
Just walks over and flips my cowboy hat off.
Shut up.
Shut up, dude.
It says make loud, continuous noise.
Bah!
Yeah, exactly. Be prepared. Carry bear spray. Well, how do we know bear spray works on a cougar?
Well, why don't we call it cougar spray?
And why don't they have cougar spray?
Yeah. And was it just bears?
This
Can I
is
use
like-
bear spray on a zebra?
I think it's just law of averages.
This is like facial cream. How
You
does
just
it
run
know
it-
it's on your face?
Right, but you just run into bears more. Right? Like cougar. It's so rare that a cougar will attack anybody. Just call it bear spray.
Okay. All right. If attack, fight back. Focusing blows
Who wouldn't fight back? Just
to the cougar's
generally speaking.
eyes and muzzle, it says.
Yeah, who's not going to fight back if they're being attacked by an animal?
You're the guy that's screwing this all up and he's running.
Yeah.
And also, enjoy the outdoors in groups of 2 or more. And this is very important because it keeps the numbers down. You have a chance to not get attacked. Maybe your buddy does.
Your buddy might run.
Right. So,
Run, man.
like if you got 4 friends out there, now 25% chance.
Yeah.
So, you're good to go.
Run, dude.
Dude, run.
Exactly. Now we have the story.
I mean, that'd be sick. And the cougar just takes off.
Takes off chasing
Like,
his
I'm going to miss him, but I'm alive.
An unknown assailant ran up to a man in New York City in the subway, punched him in the face, and yelled that it was for the crime of looking exactly like Shia LaBeouf. Yet he still might not be the biggest villain in the story. Mario Locado, who says he's been stopped on the street before at least 10 times by people confusing him as the Transformers star, said that on Saturday, the perpetrator knocked him unconscious as he got off the train in the Lower East Side. The last words he heard were, "This is because you look exactly like Shia LaBeouf." Now, when Locado came to, blood was dripping from his face and his glasses were broken. Concerned witnesses told him he was not mistaken and that the attacker, described as being in his mid-20s, about 6 feet tall, and built like a frat boy, did say he did it because of Locado's striking resemblance to Shia LaBeouf.
I like that he had to ask the witnesses, like, hey, man, look, I just came to. Did that guy seriously say he punched me because I look like Shia LaBeouf?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
That's what he said.
Locado says things somehow got worse. Once EMT showed up, and one told him, "Welcome to New York, buddy." His response, "Well, F you. I'm born and raised here." I was like, are you kidding me? You're standing in front of someone who's bleeding out of their face? That's your first response? The EMTs ruled out a concussion, then broke protocol by leaving before police arrived, according to a statement that was issued to the police department.
I've seen this movie in person.
What's that?
Years ago when I was working a door down in Georgetown, like section of D.C.
You punched the guy that looked like Shia LaBeouf?
I did not, but it was an off day. Let's just say there were some of my friends from, we'll just say around the way.
Okay.
They had shown up to the bar.
the way.
They were having fun. It is later in the night, and and people don't know, like, Georgetown's a very nice area of
Yeah,
D.C.,
absolutely.
right? There's, like, the shops and everything. So you will see celebrities down there. And we get outside, and they're like, "Yo, Tiny." And I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like, "I think that's Fred Savage's brother over there."
You told me.
Yeah. And they're like, "We're going to go punch him." And I was like, "Don't go punch him." And they're like,
How would you
Wait,
know
why
Fred
did-
Savage's brother?
he was on Boy Meets World.
Why did they want to punch Fred Savage's brother?
Simply, I think, just because he was famous.
That was
I
the whole
look-
thing. They never said, like, they just said, that's his brother.
Go
We're
punch
going to
him.
go punch him.
I like these guys. These guys were from the hood,
Yeah.
and they just did stuff that you normally just would. Mike, you're right to give me that look. It makes no sense. But when I read this story, I was like, I know this story.
That's Fred Savage's brother.
Let's go punch him.
Let's go punch
Now
him.
let's go get a picture. Now let's go talk to him.
No. And yeah, I mean, they were just dead set on it, and they had to go do it.
Did they do it?
They punched him in the face.
We laughed as like we heard them yelling, like cat calling them, and I was like, we should leave.
So you left before.
Did
they
you
punched
talk
him?
to them afterward?
No, again, they were like friends of friends, so they were cool. They were always cool with me.
Never knew the guy.
But they were kind of those dudes, like, if you saw them at a party, they'd always be like, they didn't speak to anybody, but, like, they liked me. And they'd be like, oh, Tyler, what's up, man?
Right.
Like, what are you guys doing here? Oh, you might want to get out of here, dude.
Oh,
Like,
they let you know.
Yes.
Oh, God.
They were kind of like,
Jesus.
They were like a late teenage, like, hit squad, I guess. I don't know.
But
So-
God forbid you're famous around these people.
Mike, I know. But
Like,
same
I
thing
go
with
back
this
to-
guy.
Do you think they did actually punch him?
Yes. 100%.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Just because they saw him on television.
Yes.
That was it.
Yeah, I mean, look, they shouldn't have, and we were like, don't, and they were like, we have to. Like, what do you mean you have to?
What is the need?
Look, it's like this guy in New York City.
You see a famous person, you punch him.
He just said, I'm going to punch you as you look like that. Look, to this day, I have no idea if that was actually Fred Savage's brother. I don't think they
They're just running
did. Was
around.
it Ben Savage? I don't know.
Some guy just got his
I'm
ass
just trying to lock my brain into the
Right, yeah.
headspace. If I
Yeah.
see a famous person, you remember when Ice Cube came in? You guys made a big surprise for Ted.
Yeah.
If that was one of his buddies, Ice Cube would come around the corner like, "Hey, dude."
Oh, they never would have touched Ice Cube. They have too much respect.
But not Ben Savage or whatever his name is.
Not Ben Savage.
What is Ben Savage? Who is this guy? I don't know if I've seen him or not. Yeah,
Well, if you
yeah,
watch
no,
Boy-
I have seen him.
Yeah, and I don't know if they just were like, "Oh, hey, there he is," and some dude was like, "I'm gonna go hit him."
Jesus.
I mean, it was literally that's how it went. But
Wow.
yeah, right. I mean, I've told that story.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't told it in a while, but
It's just so ridiculous.
it's stupid. I mean, we are like 10 minutes before this, we were in a freestyle battle and like on the street corner.
Right.
So I mean, I'm surprised I lived in that area. I mean, it's a wild story.
Why was he in the area?
Because it was Georgetown. He's
Georgetown.
probably
Oh,
just
okay.
he's just
Just
leaving
hanging
a
out.
bar like anybody else. It's 2 a.m. The poor guy's just walking to his hotel or whatever.
You Ben Savage. Well, he does have a wrestling name.
Yeah.
I just hope they didn't, but I
you
feel,
think they did?
Oh, yes.
Have you guys ever seen anybody throw down at work? Anywhere you've ever worked?
Yeah, some of the restaurant, not in radio, but
No.
in
I've seen
restaurant.
one radio fight that was awesome.
And really?
Oh, yeah.
What happened that they get? Now look.
All right.
We used to work with these guys. They were in a different station.
Very similar, almost the same exact studio.
And now they did a show together, and they were very different people. And we were not there to witness this, but it was a big deal. They'd been off the. They were legendary, all right. They've been off the air for a couple of years, and our boss is like, "Hey, man, we're bringing these guys back together." And we're like, "Wow, that's really cool because these guys were radio legends in Baltimore." Well, what happened
And
in
other
the first
places, too.
place? And they're like, "Well, they got into a bit of an argument on the air." We're like, "It was that bad?" And they go, "Well, the one guy pulled a gun on the other one."
yeah, Brian Wilson pulled a gun.
Pulled a gun on the air.
And then they put them in different studios.
my God.
So they still had to work with each other.
Wait, they still kept the show going?
But
Yes.
Don O'Brien
Yes.
said he wanted a bulletproof glass in between the two.
Yeah, I
Because he
can
was afraid
understand that.
that Brian Wilson was going to shoot him.
And they did that.
Yeah, they did.
Seriously, they put
it-
bulletproof glass.
It was actually between the phone screening room and the JFK studio, back in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where that booth was with the three
Because
lanes like that.
there was a chance
Yeah.
that the one co-host might literally pull out a gun and
I will
shoot and
still
kill.
work with this
Look,
man,
look,
but I'm afraid he's
look.
going to shoot me.
Look.
Yeah,
The
that's
one-
exactly it.
The one I saw,
Well, and the amount of
Yeah,
money they
that's-
used to
yeah.
pay
That is the difference.
was unreal. So like they weren't going to leave those jobs, but yeah.
But
the
it's
way
still
I
not
don't,
shooting.
yeah, the one guy was like, "I have the gun," and the other guy was just like, "All right, use it." And then he got close to using it.
so Mike, the one I saw when you walk into the foyer of the radio station.
Okay.
There's radio stations on the right, left, and you can see them behind you. It's all glass, right? And on the left was the one that I was in at the time. And so the morning show is probably, they've got 10 minutes left to go. I walk in, and Warren Sapp is jumped out of her chair, and she's running down the hallway of the studio. So I look in the studio.
Wait, that was in the building we were in.
Yeah. So in Hamden. Or no, I'm sorry, in
Towson.
Towson. So I look.
Warren Sapp, by the way, is a woman.
She could kick both their
But she
asses.
looked exactly
Right.
like Warren Sapp.
So, so I look over, and she's running into the studio where I work. But there's no one in the studio. I'm looking through the glass window. I can't see anybody in there. I don't know why she's running in there.
Right.
And then I see her kind of dive on the floor. All right. This woman she could handle it.
She looked like Warren Sapp.
She could handle it. What's going on? And she pulls one of the co-hosts, this guy, Skip Herman. She pulls him off the floor. He's bleeding out of his mouth, right? And then his partner, Jim McBean, jumps up, all right? And he's all messed up. I don't know how long they've been fighting. I just walked in, and Warren Sapp is pulling Skip Herman off Jim McBean. And they're like, that was their show. They've been working together for like 30 years. And I mean, they're both on the floor rolling around, apparently, trying to beat the hell out of each other. I'm just walking in, like the midday girl opens the door. I guess she's the one who screamed at Warren Sapp. That's Karen. Help me. Herman and the convener rolling around on the floor. She was one of those types. Talk kind of like Harry Carey's daughter.
Sounds like Elvis.
It just sounds a little bit like Elvis.
She was. Oh, God. Look at that.
Oh, my.
It's fine.
Oh, there.
So
oh my God, it's gonna be a weird day.
They're all screaming at each other, and then Phillips runs down the hallway trying to separate them. Bill Passion's in between them. They still try to beat each other's asses the entire way out the building. Like they were not done. The fight went down the stairway. It went outside. People are still trying to separate them.
What happened?
They're throwing crap. I don't know.
Really?
No one knows. No one knows.
But it was bad enough to spill all the way outside.
Well, they took it outside.
Oh, my God.
Who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's one for you, one for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
420, it's on Men's Room 20th Anniversary Party, Saturday, September the 6th at Black Raven Brewery. We will party from 1 until 6. Where's the explosions? Where's the excitement?
It didn't fire, man.
Okay. Boom! A day full of music featuring the Outshine Trio, a tribute to Soundgarden, Stoned Evergreen Travelers, and of course the KISW New Originals taking the stage as well.
That is correct.
For the price of the entry there, you get a commemorative glass, a koozie, and a 16-ounce beer to kick things off right on us. Tickets are available now at KISW.com. Hope to see you. This is the big one.
Yeah. It's big one.
This is it. 20 years here on the Rock, and this is our big party.
Yes, indeed.
For the year. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. Our question, who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Wes. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola!
Hola!
All right, so when I was young in my career in the Army, there was a couple of dudes, and one was like I'm 6'4", the other dude was probably like 6 foot, but the other dude looked like Curly from the Three Stooges.
Okay.
And yeah, so they start to go at it, and they're about to throw punches, and I'm like, man, I was like, knock it off. We're all gonna have to do a bunch of push-ups. Thank you. So I get in the middle of them, and I face Curly, and I'm like, hey man, stop! And I put my hands up like he was a cop. And this kid just hauls off and sucker punches me. But he doesn't even punch me good. He kind of like more scraped my chin.
All right.
And so, yeah. And so I just grabbed him by his shoulders on his shirt, and I just headbutted him, and he fell on the floor.
Jesus. You headbutted him?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nobody sees it coming.
You're right.
Especially him. So anyway, my buddy Chen, who's this like kind of shorter Chinese dude, he runs up, and I'm not like, this is how he sounded. He's like, you don't hit Wes. He a nice guy. And he just kicks this kid in the head and knocks him out cold. Yeah. And we used to have to shave our heads, and you could see the boot print from when Chen just Pat McAfee'd him.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
Boot print, and you headbutted the guy. I've never headbutted anyone. I'm trying to think of my...
I've never been headbutted, thank God. I bet that hurts.
I recently heard a story, again, different buddy. It's at a hotel bar.
Fred Savage's brother, let's headbutt him.
Basically, this other guy was like a giant dude and was really was that guy at the bar, like kind of harassing women, this and that. But security's just like one dude. It's a big dude, so he kind of chirps up like, "Dude, just get the get the F out of here," or whatever. Guy comes back and it's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" So he said he just sized him up real quick and headbutted him. Now, of course, the guy's nose explodes.
Of course.
There's blood. He tears off. They said when he tried to get back to the hotel, the security guy was like, "We love you, buddy, but we can't have you in here tonight. You have to find a different..."
The guy that got headbutted or the guy that headbutted the guy?
The guy that did the headbutting.
So that was not allowed?
No, I think, it's one of those things. I think they were like, look, just hotel is policy. If there's a fight, everybody's gone.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right.
But I'm with you. And I was like, "You headbutted him?" He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, I've always wanted to do that to somebody, but I don't know how to do it." And
I've never been in a situation where I've been in fights and all that, but I've never felt like headbutting angry. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like that's the end of it.
As he said, he figured the size of this guy.
That's your best bet.
That was his only shot.
You know what? Maybe that's the difference. I've never been in a fight with someone where I'm like, this guy is going to kill me. In which case, yes, I would probably have to headbutt him.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause that's what a headbutt says to me. Like, you were too big for me to throw a punch. I must headbutt you.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it.
I think the one I always remember is at Dr. John's. So I'm with my buddy Warren. Warren's a big guy.
Concert?
No, actually, it was a bar called DJ's.
Ah, okay.
Dr. John's. So we're in this bar. And
I'm with you. I was like, "You guys got to fight at Dr. John's?"
So that's what I was thinking. Like, man, that's not the vibe.
I don't know what the deal was.
This is not the vibe.
He was so weird. So my buddy Warren, he played football too. But like 3 swimmers came in.
Yeah.
And I don't know what their beef was. And I still to this day don't remember. But they're chirping at each other. And they're chirping at Warren. And I knew one of the dudes was a swimmer because he was wearing his jacket.
All right.
I did not know the other 2 were also swimmers. I just didn't know any of those guys. So, for whatever reason, the main guy, the guy who's chirping Warren, and Warren square up. And I'm like, oh, man, this kid's an idiot. Like, Warren is going to kill him. His other 2 friends come over to me, and I'm like, I don't have any... I don't even know you guys.
I don't want to be a part of this.
This is not why I came here this afternoon. Like, I just don't want any part of it. Also, I don't want to fight 2 dudes.
Right.
Just so you know. I mean, maybe one of you, but not both of you. So both of them start walking up to me. The one dude hits me and drops me. I'm on the ground. I'm like, that happened fast.
Yeah.
Like, I just wasn't expecting, like, no words exchanged, just get punched.
Right.
Because Warren and the other guy hadn't started fighting yet.
Right. Usually there's talk before someone throws a punch.
So I'm the first guy. I'm the first guy to get hit, and I don't have a horse in this race.
Right.
But the next thing I know, I'm on the ground, and I'm getting punched in the top of the head by both those guys. And I look over and I'm like, "Hey, Warren, help me, man! Like, look, I need your help." And all of a sudden, I just see Warren fall right beside me, on his back, head up, face up,
right,
ba-boom. And this guy gets on top of him, and he's just wailing on him before the bouncer gets over there and pulls these guys off of both of us. Warren's completely knocked out. I get up on my hands and knees, and I take one more shot as I'm trying to get up. He got one more shot in on me. But I stand up, I'm like, what in the like, what is going on? And I look down, and Warren's out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out. I couldn't. Warren was 6'4" and weighed 290 pounds.
Damn.
This swimmer was probably $165, 6'2". I don't know. He just hit him clean.
Just knew what he was doing.
Because I just thought to myself, there's no way this idiot is ever going to be able to get through any of this crap. And I mean, he knocked him out cold. And at that point in time, I'm like, we're screwed. Like, as far as being able to take care of the rest of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, when the big guy in your group that handles the business gets knocked out, that's a frightening moment.
I looked over and I was still on the ground with my head on my side. I looked over and there's Warren right beside me. It's like, oh no, we are screwed.
I'll say the best punch I've seen thrown, and I've said this before, this dude, Chuck, we were friendly. I knew him. We weren't quite friends. Anyway, well, we all hung out at the same bar. There's 2 new dudes that we don't recognize. They're just sitting in the corner having their own conversation. But Chuck was one of those guys that always looked for trouble, even if there's no trouble to be found, right? But Chuck could find it and create it. So like anything, every once in a while you're trying to remember something and then you kind of stare, right, to get your memory going. And I guess the guy like glanced at Chuck as he's trying to remember something. It was the most harmless thing in the world. But Chuck takes this as the opportunity to now make a scene. So he goes up to this guy, and again, it's these two dudes just sitting there. And Chuck's like, "What do you have for you staring at, man?" Right? And the guy's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Man, you were staring at me." And the guy's like, "Look, if I was staring at you, I apologize. I didn't mean to. I'm just talking to my buddy." The guy was real cool, did not want any kind of confrontation. But Chuck is not going to let this go. And I remember there's four of us sitting at one of these round top tables in the back, and we're watching this all go down. Chuck keeps talking and talking, and the guy is staying cool the whole time. Like, "Hey, buddy, look, I don't know you, man. I wasn't staring at you. Again, I apologize if I offended you. I'm just trying to have a beer with my buddy." Chuck says something else and puts his hand on this guy's shoulder. And the guy says, "Look, man, do yourself a favor. Do not touch me again." Chuck's like, "Or what?" And when he says, "or what," those two syllables, he does the poke in the chest.
Yep.
"Or what?" So guy, and it was a slow get up, right? As long as the guy popped out of the stool, glances at his friend, just kind of like, stands up and punches Chuck in the stomach. And I mean, man, this punch was so vicious and so fast. And my buddy Hollywood swears that when Chuck got punched in the stomach, the Chuck's forehead and his toes met on the other side of this guy's elbow. I mean, he just
got folded,
dropped him, man. And now Chuck's on the ground. The guy sits back down again, starts drinking his beer, and we're looking at these two guys, and we go, "Look, we got nothing to do with Chuck. That's just what Chuck does." He's like, "I get it, man. Just, I don't want to do that, but that's what had to happen." So now his buddy finally speaks. His buddy's been quiet the whole time, and he goes, "Fellas, my buddy, he's an amateur boxer." And we're like, "Oh, that explains it all."
Great punch.
It was
because you would never think to punch someone in the stomach.
No, dude,
no.
It was so
only a boxer.
fast.
Only a boxer would do that,
dude. And
Correct.
I'm telling you, it was lightning fast. It was so precise. And I mean, Chuck just an amateur boxer, not professional.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like,
I
he's
have
an
never,
amateur
I have
boxer.
never seen a fight where someone tried or attempted a body shot. I mean, maybe when you're on the ground, but like when you're standing toe to toe,
Everyone's going head to
I've
head,
never
right?
seen anybody try to hit like a kidney shot or a stomach shot.
Yeah, he didn't go for his face, man.
I've never also seen anybody throw an uppercut while you're still standing.
No.
Well, most
Maybe
people
when you
don't
got
know
him in a headlock.
Most people in a fight, you just adrenaline's going to dump. You're just going to start swinging.
You're going for the face, whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy, I mean, hit him in the stomach, and I mean, just crushed him.
How long was he down?
He was down. I was honestly about 3 minutes. Think about like a full boxing round, like ding.
Now, did he
was
get up
down.
and apologize to that guy?
No, he got up and sat back down at the table, man. I mean, that like he didn't want anything to do with this because the amateur boxer he was a nice guy. He was cool, and like you said, man, look, I don't want any trouble. Chuck kept doing it, so finally, I mean, he just leveled him, man. And I'm telling you, again, this is an amateur boxer, but the difference, I don't know how boxing is not considered a martial art. Like the speed and precision with which these guys hit is so different than a normal person. Right? But
Boxing's not considered a martial
I
art?
don't believe that it is.
No
You've got
kidding.
karate, taekwondo, all this stuff, but I'm telling you, you can
Jiu-jitsu.
watch boxing and think, well, they're just throwing punches, and they are. But if you understand, like, the speed and precision with which these guys throw, like, it's not normal, man. Like, you could never, ever, ever, ever in your life go toe-to-toe with even an amateur boxer. They will beat your ass.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROD.
And if you don't believe me, ask Chuck. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the men's room.
Strippers and bone rippers, bitches.
Hola.
Hola. So I go over to my buddy Paul's house. This guy's going to be coming over, and he owes me a bunch of money. And my buddy Paul is like, "Look, dude, you cannot lay hands on him. I mean, literally, my girlfriend will come unglued. Don't lay a finger on him." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So the dude comes over, and he's all cocky, thinks he's all smart, sitting there grinning, laughing about everything. And I'm like, "Look, dude, you need to pay me, or you're going to be severely regretting it." And he's bigger than me. He's looking down on me. He's like, "What are you going to do about it?" And I just nodded my head back and slammed him in the nose, dropped him like a wet rag, looked at Paul and went, "Dude, never laid a finger on him."
Did you ever get paid?
Eventually, yes.
How much money did he owe you?
It was about $1,500, but I was selling blow back in the day.
So he basically just kind of fronted and didn't. It took all the money and wasted it.
Yeah, he was a decent front there for like the summer, and then fall came around, and I don't know, he spent his money, whatever, but he wasn't, paying back to recoup. And I was like, "Nope, done. You owe me money, pay me."
Look, man, I have a belief, all right? Now, it doesn't matter if you're big, if you're small, whatever. If you're buying drugs off of someone and you owe them money, that person who's selling you drugs, they can beat your ass.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Anyone that is slinging drugs,
Oh,
there's something about them where they can take you down. I don't care
my
if it is a dwarf.
My buddy had an ounce of weed. I can't remember what he paid for it. Or he didn't. He got it fronted. And somebody stole it at a party. And I mean, it was significant. I can't remember how much money it was, but it was a lot of money at the time. And he's like, he didn't know what to do. Like, he was just absolutely
sweating.
Effed. I mean, because it was like he had 6 8s. So it was like $25 a pop. So, you know, he owes this guy a few $100.
Right.
And this guy was not messing around. Apparently, this is like a fraternity brother of his that was kind of a badass. Kind of like a Jersey, just meaty, you know.
Did he ever get the money? Did he find a way?
I don't know, whatever. I know that Jeff never sold weed after that. Because that was the first time he'd ever done it. Because the guy, because they were frat brothers. He's like, dude, you can move some weed there. And he's like, all right, I'll do it. And then he, showed everybody his weed when he got home. All 8 roommates. Look, man, you guys want any? Well, maybe when we get some money,
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the entire ounce is gone. Or what was left of it.
That's brutal.
Who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Dan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Okay, well, I went to a big school in Portland, and then one year my family moved around up at a little tiny school with nothing but rednecks and hillbillies. And they didn't care for me much. There was this one guy, and I'm about 5'8", 120, maybe 125 pounds, soaking wet. Not a big guy. This one kid in particular, he was relentless, queer, homo, gay. He loved to use the homosexual F word, which I don't think I can say. Just all the time. He was just, I think he was emboldened by having his friends around because he was not a big guy. And one day, walking from the main part of the school to the gymnasium, he got right in my face and started using the F word again. And I was having a bad day. I just cocked back and I punched him in the face as hard as I could. And only person I've ever punched in my life. He went down, started to get back up. I didn't want him to get back up. I came down from above on the top of his head, hitting him in the head. I didn't necessarily mean to slam his face into the concrete that hard, but...
Like you said, I didn't necessarily mean to. I didn't necessarily mean not to either.
Well, I didn't mean to inflict the damage that I did.
Okay.
He came up, blood streaming down his face. He wound up, he had a broken nose, 2 fat lips. He had raccoon eyes for like 2 weeks. But on my end, I ended up breaking 2 of my knuckles doing it.
Oh, poor guy.
But,
Hey, did he ever call your names again?
He never made eye contact with me again. Yeah, his friends never gave me crap after that. Not at all. Nope. I definitely made my point. But, the funny thing is, 5 years later, I came out of the closet. So technically he was right.
Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. Did you say 5 minutes later? You said 5
years.
Oh, 5 years. Oh, 5 years.
5 minutes would have been really funny.
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
You know what?
All right.
I beat him up.
I admit it.
By the way, Kay got to beat your ass.
Okay. Well, I got to ask. You want to go out?
Yeah.
Now that I beat your ass.
But I have to admit, it was quite satisfying. Got my point across.
Yeah, man. Anytime you take down a bully, it's super satisfying. I don't care who you are, what the bullying is about. If you take him down, it's like,
yeah, he's kind of right, but still.
I have to tell you what, that guy broke off a nice curve there.
I know.
Yeah.
5 years later, I came out, so he was kind of right.
He might not have been the brightest, but
the way he started it, saying all the other terms, can't use that term anymore. I was like, please don't. And then he's like, well, I'm actually gay. I'm like, I mean, it's like, I don't know how I feel, but I did say anything. Who am I to tell?
Oh, God. Who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
At California Psychics, we know that sometimes you can wake up thinking,
I don't know if I'm in the right career. Ew. Or the right relationship.
but whatever your life dilemma, at California Psychics, we'll give you the guidance you need to feel certain about your life choices. And because we only connect you with the very best, we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Call 1-800-PREDICT today and get 20 minutes for just $20.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Our question, who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the men's room.
Gang!
Hola.
Boxing gloves. What's going on, fellas?
How are you, sir?
Okay, now the first punch. Let me lead this up to you. My brother always got me in trouble. So I was wrestling with him. I broke his glasses. He yelled, "Dad, Johnny broke my glasses." Dad said, "Johnny, go to the room." So Dad broke out his belt and was getting ready to whip me. I said, "No, Dad, let's go to the store and let's get some boxing gloves. I want to learn something from boxing instead of from the belt." Dad smiled because Muhammad Ali just got through fighting just that Saturday. So we went and got boxing gloves. We're out in the garage. My dad threw a overhand. He was doing Muhammad Ali shuffle and all that good stuff. And Dad threw a left, and I ducked back and threw an overhand right. My guy was only 12 years old, but I got him flushed right in the nose and the mouth, and down goes Dad. I was like, oh my God.
Down goes Dad.
Are you kidding me? I ran into the bedroom. I took my into the kitchen where Mom was cooking spaghetti. What happened? I said, "I just knocked Dad out." Mom said, "You did what?" I said, "Yeah." Dad comes around. He's got blood trickling out his nose and down his lip. Mom said, "Matt, you've learned your lesson for the day. Leave Johnny K alone." And I was like, "Oh, my God." Dad said, "If you get in trouble." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm never getting in trouble again. Lord, he's going to beat the pulp out of me." It was one of the, still today. He passed away like 3 years later at 38 of a sudden heart attack. But still, that's one of the...
Well, at least you have the pride of knowing that you beat his ass before he died.
Yeah, you got it in.
At a very young age. Jesus.
Right.
Jesus.
But that was just one of those things that, as a kid, you never expect to see your dad throw a left at you, unless you're in a ring with in the garage. And when he threw that left, I was like Ken Norton. Boom! Overhand right. Broke his jaw. Down goes Dad. I was like, woo! Oh, man, I thought he was going to kill me.
Anyone's so happy.
That's awesome, Johnny.
Yeah, good for you, man.
I think there was always that point, like maybe once or twice in your life that you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
But you knew it was coming. But you're like, man, if I just get one in, without them knowing, man, I'm going to drop this.
I was like 15 or 16, and I don't remember what I was in trouble for. But it's one of those deals where I don't tell your father when he gets home, except my mother actually meant it this time, right? And I don't remember what I did. I remember he's coming up the stairs. I know he's going to come to my room first. But all day I'm thinking about this, because I had like maybe 3 hours before he's going to get home from work. And it's one of those moments, I'm about 16, so I'm like, you know what? Tell his ass, I don't care. I'm not sweating this. This mother effer's going to find out who the man of the house is. There's no doubt about this. So I'm waiting for his ass. I remember he opens my door, he looks at me, and I guess it's the look on my face. And he just said, is there something you want to say? And in that moment, I looked him dead in the eye and said, no, sir. And I just, you could tell he wanted me to do something stupid. And just everything inside of my body said, do not do it, man. There's this look on his face like, I want you to raise your hands, boy. You know, and I can just feel it. And I'm like, no, sir. No. I have done I'm pumping myself up all day. And the minute we locked eyes, I'm like, that is a bad idea. Like, let's not do that, man. Yeah. Abort.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Keith. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
So I was working at a casino as a dealer, and people get punched all the time in there. And
what do you mean? What do you mean?
The blackjack players, man, they're the angriest people on the world, in the planet.
And they'll start fighting each other?
They will. You make a bad call on a blackjack game, somebody's getting punched.
Honestly, it's the reason I don't play it in a casino.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. Not that I'm worried about getting punched, but people get very annoyed because I'm not good. So if you take their card, they get pissed.
All right.
And they will tell you. Like,
my wife likes to play blackjack at the casino, man, and she gets real intense. I always just leave. Like, I'm going to go play the slots. She gets, like, real focused, man.
Okay. I just figured you're trying to beat the dealer.
Yeah.
The one story that I was telling Mike when I called was this big guy. He's got to be 6'5", 350, 400, right? He's sitting there playing a game, playing a table, and I'm at the other end of the pit, so I don't even know what's going on. I heard about it later. I just saw it happen. And apparently he told this little guy was sitting there at the table, got to be 5'5", maybe, I don't know. And he was just talking smack to the big guy about what he was doing with the cards. And the big guy was like, dude, you need to stop. And he kept telling him like 3 or 4 times apparently. And little guy just would not stop. So the big guy was like, I'm going to knock your teeth out. And the little guy just kept going. And the big guy looked at the dealer, said, I'm sorry about this. Turned, didn't even get up or nothing, just laid this dude out. Teeth, blood, you could see it from across the way. 20 feet away, I saw it, just a spray come out of this guy's mouth.
Jesus.
And he hit the ground, and the big guy, apparently, he looked at the dealer. He goes, I am so sorry. He grabbed his money, and he walked over the cage, just calm as can be, and just dashed out. Little dude's still laying on the ground. It was hilarious. Everybody in the place, as soon as it happened, everybody in the place, you could see everybody's heads just turn and look.
But did they just let him walk out, or did they do like a security,
So
escorted?
What ended up happening was the little guy, he ended up getting up. He spit a whole bunch of teeth out onto the floor, and yeah, there was teeth. And he followed this big guy, and he got a couple of his friends. And apparently, I heard from security later that when the big dude left, walked out the door, these 3 little guys followed him and were met by the cops and immediately put in handcuffs.
Oh, wow. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, the big guy was allowed to go. He was like, he told the cops what happened apparently, and they were like, I'd have done the same thing.
What were the 3 guys arrested for?
Well, there was, I don't really know, but I know there was drugs involved.
Aha, okay.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, apparently this little guy was on something, and he had something in his pocket. So.
Oh, well, man. Okay. All right. Game over on that.
He had more drugs in his pocket than teeth in his mouth. I like the fact that the guy said, I'm going to knock your teeth out, and then literally knocks his teeth out.
Who threw the punch, and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
I don't know why people have to pick. Like, don't pick on a giant dude if you're a littler dude.
Don't do it, man. Just don't. I don't know why people do it. I have no idea. People always want to pick on the meanest looking dude. Like my buddy Leon, it was just his face. It looked like a Klingon. So if he was not smiling, he just looked angry all the time. And it did not matter what bar we went to. At some point, there'd be an issue. Most of the time, he could talk his way out of it. But if he couldn't, because people were convinced that he's mean-mugging them. And even I would say, like, dude, I swear to God, I've known this guy for years. This is what his face looks like. When I first met him, I thought he hated me. And then you realize this is just what his face looks like. But he ended up getting in scraps. The thing that I didn't understand about Leon, we're built the same, but he is a billion times tougher than I ever was going to be. Dude could fight, man. So the guy's like, take it outside. I'm like, you don't want to do that, man. I'm telling, man, F you, F your friend. I'm like, okay. And I was telling Miles outside, the fastest fight I've seen, there were 5 punches thrown. There were 6 people in the fight. It was Leon and 5 dudes. Now, we are drinking beer together at the bar. These guys determined that Leon must be mean mugging him. And he even explained, man, it's just my face. Well, they don't want to hear it because they're a little tuned up, you know what I mean? So they want to scrap. And Leon just sets down his beer. He's like, all right, man. He walks outside, and all of us in the bar, there's these big-ass picture windows. So we watch him walk outside. He puts his back against the wall so no one can get behind him. He threw 5 punches, and all 5 guys are on the ground. Leon walks back into the bar, sits down next to me, picks up his beer, and continues the conversation as though nothing had happened.
Nice.
Yeah, for him, it was like a commercial break. Because he's like, dude, I'll be right back. I'm like, are you sure, man? He's like, I got it, man. And sure, it's pop, 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 pop. Walks right back, and it was done. Walks right back in, picks up the beer, like, yeah, man, Star Trek The Next Generation, dog. I'm telling you, it's like, God damn, man.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Tim. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi there. How's it going?
Hola.
So years ago, we had Western Steel and Casting. I worked there, and after hours, we went to the Cyrene Tavern there on 4th Avenue. And Mark, one of co-workers, he had a cliff lip and a mustache, so it was hard to see it. Plus, he didn't really have a speech impediment unless he was drinking.
Okay.
And I'm playing pool, and Mark's sitting at the bar, and there's this guy bothering him. And Mark gets off his stool, and the guy punches him in the face. Mark's head goes back, and he turns around, and it says, my turn. And he pasted the guy so hard he come up off the ground and he didn't get back up for a couple minutes. And we all just stood there laughing.
What did he say to him again?
My turn.
Some of that makes it worse.
This is like Karen, the midday girl.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a little Harry Carey-ish.
Goddamn.
She had that.
Oh, did she? All right. One of the guys I know in Mexico.
Oh, my God.
He was telling me, he's like,
oh, my God.
Said he's at a party. He's like 17, and he sees, as he says, like, it's the girl of my dreams, man. Like, but I've never met her before, right? And so she's talking to this other group of people that he doesn't quite know. And he's at this party with his brother, and his older brother's like, dude, just say something to her. My God, stop fawning, right? So he goes, I kind of ease over to where she's talking, and I'm just listening in, you know, because I'm trying to find something common that I can, you know, break the ice with. So he goes, finally, I realize, like, I hear her voice. And so he goes, I look at her, he taps her on the shoulder and says, I noticed you have a bit of an accent. Where are you from? I have a speech impediment. And he's like, it was the worst moment of his life. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, are you serious? He goes, oh, yeah. He said there was...
He's looking for any end.
Oh, no.
Any end.
He thinks this is
an
the
accent.
end.
So he's like, perfect. Just ask her where she's from. So he's like, I hear you have an accent. Where are you from? It's a speech impediment. He's like, oh, okay.
Jesus. How do you recover from that?
You don't.
Yeah.
That is what he explained.
I think effective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey.
Hola.
Hola.
So, Steve, who threw the punch?
Some guy at the bar.
Some guy at the bar. Why? What happened?
Well, I was there with my girlfriend. Long story short, they were trying to hit on my girlfriend. She told them she had a boyfriend at that time. Still kept hitting on her. I went and confronted them, told them, you know, hey, leave her alone. The biggest of the three decided that he wanted to try to take me outside. Well, little do they know, I've been in karate and Kempo karate and Taekwondo since I'm 5. I've got 3 black belts.
Oh, God.
And
do you explain this to them before you go outside, or you just like, all right?
Well, no, they decided they wanted to take me outside, and 2 of the gentlemen were telling the other guy not to mess with me due to the cauliflower ear.
That is a sign, bro.
I want to take that advice. So it was a back fist, roundhouse, and then laying on the ground, please show up, and put gentlemen in handcuffs.
You actually roundhouse his ass?
I roundhoused him.
See, man, I've never seen that in real life.
That'd be cool. Could you hear it when it hit?
Bro, like a bat on your skin.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
I just want to see that once, like in real life. You know, like every time you see a bar fight, it's just two drunk dudes throwing haymakers, doing the best they can. I've never seen anyone just break out an actual martial art move and drop it.
Here's the truth of the matter. To kick that high, even when I was playing football, to kick that high, you literally have to stretch. I just stretched when I was 18, 19 years old for 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that I could get my leg on my shoulder.
Yeah.
It took that long just to be able to flex out again. So to do that without any, like, prep work, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not even, you're cold. And to get the leg up that high and to make that whip and to do it like, you know, just like on command, to me, that's the most impressive. That's the most impressive part of the whole deal.
The fact that he didn't have to stretch.
You don't like.
That's what you took out of it.
I'd be like, hey man, give me a second.
Mom's got to stretch it.
Geez, hold on. What are you trying to do, man? I'm trying to roundhouse kick you, but I need to loosen up.
I think the adrenaline dump would help you.
Sure.
And he probably still practices it a lot.
I would think. He said he's been doing it since he's 5.
Yeah.
And look, that guy's buddies are right. If you see the cauliflower ears, like, leave that person alone.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Solomon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hola.
Hey, at the end of the story, if you don't mind, I'd like to update you guys on something we talked about last week.
All right.
But anyway, so it was about 1992. I was managing a club in the U District. And in this really busy hallway by the door where you pay and everything, a fight broke out. And the last thing I remember seeing is this big old fist over the crowd just clashed me right in the face. Hurt really bad, too. But my instant reaction was I had an asp in my back pocket. So I retracted and cracked him across the head. And blood just went gushing everywhere. And he took off. And, the ambulance came and took him to the hospital or whatever. But it was about 6 or 7 months later. I was at the showbox with my brother. And I was leaning against this little bar area. And I see him walking towards me. And I told my brother, I said, I think I'm about to get a fight again. He goes, why? I said, that's the guy I cracked across the head. And he walked up to me, put his hand out to shake my hand. He says, hey, I owe you an apology for that night. And I was like, wow, okay.
That's cool.
I'll accept it gladly.
Well, good on him, man.
Yeah, man. Seriously. I think normally half the time, people seem to get along a lot better after they just get it out of their system, whether they're friends or whatever the deal is.
It is weird how that works, yeah.
What was your update?
My side. What's that?
What was your update?
Oh, okay. So remember last week we were talking about if I had a girlfriend and how much it would take for me to leave a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. We said it was, I believe it was, would you leave your girlfriend for $10 million cash?
Yeah. But we brought it down a bit.
I brought it down to 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Because I told you my daughter was most important. She was living with my mother in Texas. Remember that?
Yeah.
So the good news is this Saturday I'm flying to Texas and I'm picking both my mother and my daughter up and we're driving back to Seattle and they're moving here.
Oh, they're going to move here.
They're moving here.
All right.
They're moving here.
Well, at least you will die in the heat.
Yeah. So, but now they're living here, so I don't have to worry about trying to get to Texas.
Awesome.
How long is that drive, man?
It's 32 hours.
Well, take your time. Unless you need to get
that's Texas.
At least you need to get back to work. I mean, seriously. If you can take a week off, man.
Work on Tuesday.
Yeah, take your time.
God almighty, 32 hours, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of driving.
Man, if I had time off, if I was retired, didn't have a job, whatever, I would take my time and drive and see all kinds of crap because I'm not really in a hurry to be anywhere.
Well, yeah,
I would take
retired.
I would take the train or whatever.
Yeah, but that's the difference. If you're retired, you don't need to be anywhere. But even if I took 2 weeks off from work, I don't want to be stuck in the car because at some point I got to get back to work.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, today I'm only driving for 7 hours. Then I'm going to stop here. I'm going to see this. Or I'm going to drive up 101 instead of drive up 5. Or
I'm over road trips, man. Just childhood. It is.
Yeah, but I've
ruined it for me.
What's your limit?
Mine is 8 right now.
8?
So I think 8's good. I think it also depends.
I can go. Look, as a kid, and I always remember this, we were driving from upstate New York to California. We were in the car for 16 hours, all right? We stop at a motel, and they got adjoining rooms, and my brother and I thought that was awesome, right? So we're kind of messing around in our bedroom. I remember my father cracked the door and said, look, I'm not going to tell you to stop messing around, but you should get some sleep because tomorrow's the long day. And I cried myself to sleep that night. We were in the car for 16 hours, and he wasn't kidding. I think we did 18 or 19 the next day. Dude is a machine in the car. He does not get tired. He's like the Terminator, right? He does not need to sleep. He does not need to pee. He does not need to poop. He does not need to eat. He does not need to drink. I mean, the only time we stop is if we needed gas. That was it, man. And it was awful. So just and look, I know times have changed, but just in my mind, when you say
that's
a road
not how
trip,
we do a road trip, though.
No, it's not like because we didn't stop to see any. I think we stopped at the Great Salt Lake once and were attacked by sand fleas. I always remember that. It was one of those run, and everyone runs back to the car, and it was awful. Otherwise, it was just to get to the destination.
Yeah,
Nebraska is a horrible state, and look, it's nothing against Nebraska. All right, I'm sure it's fine, but I go back to my childhood. Being stuck in that car and looking out the window and thinking I could be anywhere else on earth and it's more interesting than this. So there's nothing wrong with road trips, but it has been built into me from childhood that they are evil, that they are the worst freaking experience of your life. And they're not.
I
know
still
that.
think it's something to do with that East Coast mentality.
What do you
It's
mean?
like my brother, they still do it all the time.
What, drive?
Like 2 weekends ago, he drove up to Cape Cod, right? Then last weekend, Maddie was getting an award in Charleston, South Carolina. He literally drove 8 hours for a night and then just turned around and drove back the next day.
I feel like
the kid, his daughter, right, like getting an award, I feel like holds a little more.
Sure.
But, yeah, I don't know. And when I was a kid, anywhere we went on the East Coast, you just drove. The idea of flying was like, why?
Well, we always drove, but the problem is we always drove to the west freaking coast. So if we stayed, like if we were driving to Virginia, fine. 8 hours, seriously, it did not bug us. We're like, we understand. That's cool. But I think the difference is on the East Coast, even though you're not going any faster or any slower, your perception of making progress changes because the states are so small.
Correct.
So we leave New York, and then suddenly we're in Pennsylvania, and you're in Maryland for 15 seconds. Then you're in right? So if you've only driven 200 miles, you feel like you've gone farther because all the states change. When we drove through Texas, we were in Texas for 2.5 days.
That's fine.
Driving from east to west. Yeah, so it's not that we weren't making progress, but you don't feel like you're freaking getting anywhere. Wow.
I think it depends, too, how open the roads are. Because even when he does that trip to South Carolina, he's like, once you get past a certain area, it's just pretty open. Yeah. But he's like, going to Cape Cod sucks. Because what you're saying, you got to go through Philly, New York,
all the people. Yeah.
Who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so my buddy and my other buddy were drunk, and my roommate, also named Josh, was having a birthday party for the first time in like 10 years. And his cousin was my ex-girlfriend, and she showed up with her mom, so his aunt. And then I got mad, and I walked down around the corner in East Bremerton, and I could see from the street that I went around the corner to into my backyard. And I told my buddy not to bring him over if he was too drunk, because I know how he gets. And he showed up. He's stumbling all over the place. And I see him whip out his unit and pee on the barbecue.
What?
I just watched him pee on the barbecue. So I got mad, so I walked back up there. And then he's shoving the buddy that brought him over out, and one of my friends from kindergarten that lived underneath me in the mother-in-law apartment, shoving them out the door or whatever. So I, barge up in there because it's my house. And then somehow he ended up on the floor. I picked him up by his collar and his belt, and I basically Uncle Phil'd him off the third step into the grass. He did a barrel roll, and he's like, what's up, man? What are you going to do? And I was like, I'm about to knock you out. So I walked over, hit him in the jaw, and dropped him, and he hit his head on the sidewalk at the edge of the grass.
Ooh.
And it ended up getting airlifted over to Harborview, and now he can't smell anything. And he was a weld inspector in the shipyard.
You knocked the stink out of him.
I mean, I knocked the straight stink out this dude. He dropped hard. And then I had to talk to his dad the next day because he couldn't find his wallet. And I was like, well, nobody robbed him, man. I immediately went in to get him an ice pack, and they came out, and the cops were there with a fire truck. And the neighbors across the street were outside doing some, witchy voodoo stuff with, like, sage, because that house across the street was haunted like a mofo. And so was mine, too, by the way, but there was something else going on in there. But, yeah, they ended up airlifting dude. They took him in the ambulance to wherever they pick up. It's not too far from where I was living.
Good times.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to smudge that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's voodoo.
Yeah, that's not voodoo.
I think, you could smudge any house you move into.
That's the thing, yeah.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
10 songs made more famous by movies. Coming up, we'll sit and spend with Taryn Daly and Steve Mix from the Daily Mix Morning Show. That's up 4:30, right after emails on our question, who threw the punch and why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Martin. Welcome to the men's room.
How you doing, boys?
Hola.
So, about 25 years ago, still in high school, had a buddy move in with me. Not the best and greatest or brightest human being to have ever been met. But we were sitting on my front porch one day, and a couple of neighbor kids were walking by, a little younger than us, and they look over and they say, "Hey, can we bum a cigarette from you?" They seen him smoking one. And he says, "You know what? I only got one to spare." And, one was tall and lanky, the other one was short and stocky, and the short and stocky one just kind of looked up at the tall one and said, I'm so sorry. Oh. And then just proceeds to just help him to his head like he would not believe. And, when they were finished, they're good buddies, so he got the cigarette, and he ended up splitting it with him. But it was still pretty intense, given our age and what was happening there.
Yeah, I'd agree with that statement, man. God damn.
Amateur boxing.
But he actually said, "I'm sorry." I like that.
Yeah, he knew he was way stronger than his buddy, so he just kind of looked at him and said, "Hey, man, I'm going to take the cigarette."
Yeah. Dude, I got a buddy
that's awesome.
I got
Sorry, dude.
On the same level of stupid fighting, I got a buddy who lives in Ohio.
All right.
And in the area, the West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio area, they do this thing called Rough and Rowdy.
Okay.
Where they just get together, they go to some armory someplace, and it's just amateur boxing.
All right.
So basically, when you go to an area, if you go to Columbus, Ohio, there's 4 or 5 dudes from Columbus. There's still a couple dudes from other towns, but they all get together. They have ring card girls. He goes to every single match.
Does he fight in them? Or?
No, he just goes for the entertainment value.
And it's unreal. I think Barstool sponsors a bunch of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And they're like, the ring card girls are like, you could tell are like local strippers.
Oh, yeah.
And the dudes
totally.
just look like random dudes. They kind of size them up. Yeah.
Some of them have nicknames that they just make up.
Sure.
And some of them have they'll come in with a cape on, intro music, the whole deal. But it's just like, it's your neighbor, It's
Right.
Larry. And he just gets in there. They don't even do it's not even weight requirements they try to keep it close. But if you win, you just keep going up.
Okay.
So, in theory, you could be 120 and fighting a 185-pound guy at the end of the night if you make it to the championship.
And what's was there a cash prize, I'm guessing?
Maybe $500, $1,000. It's not much.
Right.
But it's just the idea of being able to go up there and then just beat the hell out of somebody you don't know. But they put them in pretty decent-sized gloves.
Yeah.
Probably 12 ounces or 16 ounces.
Damn. All right.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Mac.
Mac.
Okay.
My bad. It's Mark, but in Boston.
Anyway, so basically years ago, just out of high school, 21-year-olds making moonshine, dropped some apple pie moonshine off to a buddy for a bonfire, went back to go get the old lady. When I got back, one of the guys was absolutely tatered off the bottle of shine, falling off the tractor and falling almost in the fire. Well, he decided he wanted to just be rowdy with everybody to the point where we called the cops or ambulance because we thought he was puking blood at one point. And he denied the ambulance help. I'm like, all right, whatever, man, keep partying. Well, one gal had enough, and she was pregnant, so she tried leaving, and he was blocking the driveway, and he told her basically to screw off, I'm not moving, and threatened to slap her. So I went ahead and stepped in. All right, man, come on, we're all friends. Why don't you just step over here, get out of the way so she can go home? At that point, he decided to straight up headbutt me.
What is it with headbutts today? Good Lord, man.
Yeah. So he headbutted me, and everybody out here on the Key Peninsula that I know knows not to hit me in the head, because that's a bad day for you. So the next thing I know is I've got him in a chokehold, choking him out on the ground, two guys trying to pull me off of him. So they're like, all right, don't kill him. You know, we don't need you to go to jail. So I go ahead and get up, said, all right, man, we're done. Well, he holds on to my left hand. Unfortunately for him, I'm right-handed. And I go, let go, or you're not going to like the next thing that happens. And he said, you know, screw you, F you, and I just went ahead and laid into him with my right hand and knocked out his entire front 6 teeth in his mouth.
Oh, damn.
6 teeth.
Did any of the teeth get in your hand?
My hand got cut open. I pulled I don't know if it was dirt or a rock or his tooth, but yeah, I did pull something out of my hand at the end of the night. But his head I hit him hard enough to knock the front teeth out. His head hit the ground, bounced back up, and hit my hand again as I was pulling back.
Wow. Damn. So I guess he had a hell of a morning the next day.
Oh, he woke up probably 15 minutes later. We're all drinking and partying still. And then, you know, we had already went in and called the cops, and they took his gun out and took him away because he was threatening to go ahead and escalate. But, yeah, sent him away.
Did he remember any of this?
Yeah, he's actually, about 10 years later, he apologized. Showed me his new teeth that he had. Said he was an idiot.
How did they look?
Oh, they look, you know, when somebody goes ahead, like, Bucky the Beaver, they get those fake porcelain teeth in, and they don't shave them down properly, so they just don't fit in your mouth.
Are you saying he looks like the Bucky's mascot?
Yeah, like all 6 of those teeth are bigger. They make his rest of his mouth look like he's got little chitlins for teeth.
Well, they get these teeth at a discount?
I don't know.
One size fits all.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good times. Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
It looks like a beaver.
Hello, Doug. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, guys.
Hola.
What's up, Doug?
Yeah, this is, I go back to 1988. I was the mascot for the Tacoma Tigers baseball team. They were the Tigers before they became the Rainiers later on.
What was your name as a Tiger?
I don't think it had a name. It was just the Tacoma Tigers.
Okay.
All right.
Big suit, giant head. I run around the stadium, run around the field in between innings doing mascot stuff. And then in between innings of one game, the two umpires were along the first baseline, and I'm out there on the field goofing around. So I run up to the umpires, and I start shadowboxing them, and right in their faces. And I could tell from the crowd that they were kind of enjoying this. And I think one of the umpires recognized that also. So he starts whispering to me, okay, I'm going to take a swing at you. I'm going to take a swing at you, and you be ready, okay? And I keep shadowboxing them. And then the other umpire, who is out of my sight now because of the tunnel vision of these mascot heads, he rears back, and he sucker punches me right in my face, right in the tiger's face, which ends up being my face, too, because the head kind of collapses into my face. And he rocked me. I sent me down to my knees. I stagger up to my feet, and by then, the umpires are walking off to their stations, home plate and first, and so I stagger off the field, head to the clubhouse, and get a big bag of ice for my bloody nose.
So, did you see the video last year of Conor McGregor? So he hit an NBA mascot, I believe.
He hit the Heat mascot.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Because that guy was messed up.
It's Conor McGregor.
It's Conor McGregor punching you, first of all. So like you said, okay. I don't know what the padding is. It doesn't matter.
Right, it's Conor McGregor.
He's punching you in the head. That's going to hurt. You got to take a look at that video, man.
And remember, Deontay Wilder did it back in like 2018. He did it to a mascot on ESPN.
For real?
Oh, he clocked that dude.
I mean, was he mad or is he like messing around kind of thing?
I think sometimes people just forget that it's like there's a human inside of them.
Right.
Right? Because if you talk to anybody that's been ask this guy, he was the Tiger. Like, people just like lose their mind and forget there's a human in there, and they're like grabbing them and pinching them. And
did you have to audition to become the mascot?
I thought I was going to have to because I was a little older. I was in my mid-20s, and the guys said, we kind of want a college kid to do this. So I just kept calling them every day for a week, and they said, fine, you can do it. And I loved it. I did it for 2 seasons.
What kind of pay or perks do you get as the mascot?
There was no pay. The only perk was you got into the games for free.
Okay.
And even if you weren't working a game, you could still get into a game.
Were you there when Canseco and McGuire were there?
That's a very good question. No, they were there in 86. I was there in 87 and 88.
All right.
Okay.
It wasn't always Mariners affiliate.
Oh, right. Okay.
So A's.
Yeah, for a period they were the A. I'm just reading up on it. Apparently they were really good.
Did you ever have a lady of the night ask you to keep the head on, so to speak?
No, but you'd get girls walk up to you at the stadium when you're in the suit, and they go, "Are you a boy tiger or a girl tiger?" And I didn't say anything. I didn't talk to the mascot. I had a giant tail, of course, a tiger tail. So I would just whip that thing in between my legs, and they got the idea, and then I'd walk by.
All right, that's the way to do it.
Well, mascots aren't supposed to talk.
Yeah, so I'm saying if you talk, you get fired.
No, they really didn't give me any instructions. Just stay off the field during the play while the game of play is going on.
Fair enough.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I've only known.
I went everywhere. I went in the stands. I went on the field. I went on the parking lot. I just went all over the place.
And everyone's happy to see you all the time, right?
Yes. Yeah. It was rare that anybody else other than that one umpire wanted to punch the tiger.
Now, did you, as a mascot...
Punch the tiger.
Punch the tiger.
I know, that sounds like a euphemism.
You up there punching the tiger, kid?
Now, while you were a mascot, is it mascot code that you cannot reveal to anybody locally that you are, in fact, the tiger mascot?
I told friends and family that I was the tiger.
Well, I mean, that seems reasonable. But, I mean, just if we're at the bar, we don't know each other, we just start talking, I say, what do you do for a living? Would you even bring up that you were the tiger? Or would you, I can't tell you?
Well, again, I didn't get paid for it. It was just kind of...
I'm the tiger. The broke-ass, Jesus. The coma tiger.
Well, I worked for a diaper delivery service. So, yeah, that's what I did during the days, and then tiger at night.
I mean, I think it depends.
Diaper delivery day, tiger at night.
This is as random as it gets, man.
Cloth diapers.
I think some professional, major league guys are a little more secretive. But I think it's decent. You could tell people.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know how it worked in the mascot world because I heard, and I can't remember if it is Blitz or if it's the Mariner Moose, and I do not know who the person is, but I heard it through the grapevine that one of them is a fan of the show.
I would go
which cracks me up because
I would go with Blitz.
It might be Blitz
because anytime I've met Blitz and been wearing Pearl Jam stuff or stuff, he always he doesn't talk, but he'll be
acknowledges yes,
yeah,
Pearl Jam.
I he seems like the bigger music person.
Yeah, I heard it through the grapevine. Dude, they didn't tell me who it was, but they're a fan of your show, and I know that they're not wearing the mascot costume right now. But when you say that, all I picture is a mascot with headphones on, listening to us on the subway or something. I download.
I mean, again, I think minor league baseball would be okay, but for instance, at South Carolina,
all right,
you could not reveal that you're cocky until graduation. And it's a big deal because then at their massive graduation, whoever was the mascot, whose name is Cocky, would come out.
What was Cocky?
Well, he's a Gamecock.
Oh, all right.
South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then that person this year was a woman. She gets to come out in just the feet and then run up and down the graduation doing the same cheers, and everybody goes nuts. And she's like, "It was me the whole time."
Awesome.
I know one girl that she auditioned to be the Oregon Duck, and this, 20, 30 years ago, but There's auditions, and she said it's not as fun as you think it would be. You walk onto a theater stage, and it's like 5 people, just sitting in the front row. They're not impressed. They're not happy because they're watching a bunch of idiots all day. So you're not in the full outfit, but like you said, Ted, you got to put on the feet because that's your real coordination, right? So she was a gymnast, and she said she started doing this routine that she'd worked out, but kind of tripped over the feet and fell on her back. And then the problem was, by the way, she did not become the Oregon Duck, and this is why. So she fell on her back, but she couldn't get up because the feet were too big. So she's like, I'm laying on stage flailing around, and basically she said they're just like, next. It was over. It was done. I was like, That's crazy. I didn't realize the feet were so tough. Hello, Gary. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, you guys. So this goes back. I think I was about 14. My brother was 12. My brother he's younger than me, but he's like 3 inches taller than I am. So he was always the big kid, and so we decided one day, it was the whole crew in the neighborhood. We're going to play Smear the Q, do that stuff. Well, there was a kid that lived about 8 houses down that was kind of the neighborhood bully. And my brother and I decided one day, or that day, that was it. If he comes down to play, we ain't taking his S. So sure as heck, he shows up. We start playing, and that kid laid my brother out. He clotheslined him, laid him out flat. Oh, it was terrible. So I run over there, bigger, older brother, not bigger brother. I go over there and I push the kid in the chest, and he pushes me back. And that fight or flight took off on me, and I just like cold cocked him. I'm 14, but I'm a big kid. I was like, almost 6 foot tall at 14 years old.
Damn.
So I let this kid have it as hard as I could, and he stood there and looked at me.
Uh-oh.
And it was like, OS. So I turned and took off running. I just take off running, and and that kid's chasing me. My brother's behind him. We end up in that kid's backyard. And I turned to face him like, no, I'm not taking this crap no more. Let's do it. That kid just knocked the ever living hell out of me. He jumped on me and started beating on me. And my brother, I'm on my back, and I can't see my brother. I'm on my back, and I'm laying there, and I'm getting the hell beat out of me. And all of a sudden, it's wet. I'm like, what in the heck? It's summer. It's not raining. My brother hauled his junk out and was taking a leak on the kid.
That's his move.
Oh, wow.
As he was yelling, nobody hits my brother. He's doing this thing, So the kid, of course, he gets even madder. So he jumps off of me, takes off after my brother. My brother sidesteps him. He's still got his wang out. So the kid tries to get him. My brother grabs him by the shirt and just starts swinging him. Like a merry-go-round, just swinging. And finally the kid's shirt rips. And when the kid's shirt ripped, he lands he hits their garage head first.
Oh.
And damn near knocks him out. So we're like, yeah, yeah, you son of a... And my brother takes his shirt and throws it up on the roof of the garage. That shirt sat on the roof of that garage for almost 25 years.
Serious.
Jesus. Did the bully leave you guys alone after that?
After that, he did leave us alone, and he did not play any more Smear the Q.
All right.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Who threw the punch? Why was it thrown? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room. I'm guessing Kyle is gone.
Yeah, that's not seem like Kyle's there with that ringing.
Kyle? Or it's a very high voice. Hello, Cliff.
Yeah.
Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, men's room, how you doing?
Hola.
Hola, senores. Okay, real quick, this story is about the guy who threw the punch and the guy who took the punch.
All right.
Me and my group of friends grew up in a small town, Central California. We were always looking for trouble, but anyway, one of my friends, he came from a big family. His brother was 6'7", weighed like 305 pounds.
Jesus.
He was rather small. He was like 6'3", 6'4", and only weighed like 255. But he was a linebacker. He could run 40 yards in just a tad over 4 seconds. So anyway, we went to this little town, Merced, and the scrawniest one of the bunch went and picked a fight with a cowboy. Nothing against cowboys, Anyway, so my big friend, he goes, oh, no, he took off running across the street as fast as he could. And mind you, this guy could bench press 440, maybe 500 pounds. He took off running as fast as he could, and he hit this guy with everything he had. And the guy just stood there.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, my God, we better get out of town or we're going to die, you know? So he chased us around the car a couple of times. We finally got away, got in the car, and we got the hell out of town.
Yeah.
This was a bad guy, you know?
You know. Yep, you know.
Have you ever just hit someone and it had no impact on them? One kid in 7th grade, I was trying to protect my buddy.
Probably.
And this kid wasn't a bully or anything like that, but for whatever reason, he's just going after my buddy. So I kind of step in. I'm like, hey, man, what was it? Frank something. Anyway, and he was one of those kids where he already had the unibrow, the mustache, that smelled like death, you know, at 12 years old, whatever it was. And so I remember I hauled off, and I punched this kid, man.
Sorry, he's smoking cigs and drinks whiskey.
But he wasn't that kind of kid.
All right.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. He was generally speaking a nice guy, but he's having his moment, whatever. I hauled off. I remember I punched this guy on the side of the head, and he looked at me and he said, and this is his quote, "I know you're joking." And I said, "Yeah."
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
And I said, "Yeah, I'm just kidding." And I grabbed my friend and I'm like, "Oh, my God, listen, man."
That is frightening.
It was terrifying, but he was smiling when he was saying it, and it seemed like he was sincerely indicating that I was joking with my bitch-ass hit that hit him on the side of the head. But I remember...
I know you're joking.
Oh, dude, between classes, I remember I hauled off. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm about to drop this dude. Just hit him. He said, "I know you're joking." I'm like, yeah, man. It's all good.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my God.
10 songs made more famous by movies. Coming up, we'll sit and spin, and emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up in 7 minutes. Taryn Daly's Team Mix from Daily Mix Morning Show will sit and spin 10 songs made more famous by the movies. But first, time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And we got one from today on Who Threw the Punch and Why Was It Thrown? Greetings, guys. Quite a few years ago, 86, 87, walking down Main Street during a town fair. Drunk guys were fighting in an alley. So I hollered at them, hey, knock it off, and went on my way down the street. Well, they then came running up behind me, spun me around, yelled at me for calling them a-holes, and one guy sucker punched me from the side, knocking my glasses off. I just stood there and stared death daggers at him. They freaked because I didn't hit the ground, took one step toward him. He backed away. I said, he said he didn't mean to hit me, but was impressed I didn't fall down.
Didn't mean to hit you.
They mumbled a few words and just left. Don't know where they went, so didn't care. I went on about my day like nothing happened. Drunk people, go figure. See you guys at the 20th anniversary party. That's from the Elk Plain Drifter. On to the birthdays, brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, happy 26th birthday to my friend Austin. Gonna get a big old bong rip from my bro. Thanks, fellas. That's from Craig. But y'all, today's my boyfriend Scott's 31st birthday. An amazing guy and deserves nothing but the best. We went away this past weekend to celebrate, but tonight I think we're going to Red Hot for some gourmet hot dogs for his birthday dinner.
Nice.
I've been talking about hot dogs all day.
I know.
And we're going to get hot dogs tonight. Mike, what's your favorite hot dog down at Red Hot?
The Tacoma dog's always really good, and then I like the Red Dog Deluxe.
What is that?
It's let's see, it's got lettuce on it, it's got bacon on it, it's got cheese on it. It's got all.
So
the
basically, like
works.
a deluxe hamburger.
That's pretty much what
on
it
top
is.
of
also the
on top of
salsa
hot
verde
dog.
is really good too.
Okay. Could the Dirty Germans tell them what else we should do to celebrate? Also, would love some dad jokes for Miles. Cheers, gentlemen. That from the lovely Emily in Tacoma.
Yeah, Emily, obviously you have some kind of fetish as you want to put the wiener in your mouth. I will offer you, mine is not the Red Hot. It is known as Thrills Black Hot.
Yeah, you could also play the game of Hides the Hound Dog, or maybe puts the coney in the island.
Yeah. Do you know what your coney is?
That hound dog sounds pretty good, man.
It really does, man.
Peanut butter, 2 slices of bacon.
Ooh, peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm telling you, man.
Mike, see?
I've never
Mike
had
likes
peanut
it.
butter on a hot dog. I have on a hamburger.
I've heard the hamburger's good. I still haven't done it, but on a hot dog, that freaks me out.
Okay, some dad jokes. Little is known about Bruce Lee's vegetarian brother. Little is known.
Broccoli.
Yes. What has 4 wheels and flies? What has 4 wheels and flies?
Dump truck.
Garbage truck. I had a friend who jumped off the river tour boat in Paris.
Oh, yeah?
You're insane. I yelled. Do you guys ever read the serial number on a condom?
No.
No. You have to unroll it farther. What do you call a guy fighting a tiger? What do you call a guy fighting a tiger?
Stupid.
Nothing.
Claude. And one more. I just don't understand the big deal about the couple at the Coldplay concert.
No?
I'm not up on current affairs, though. Pacholos, it's my 32nd birthday. Was wondering if I could get the Dirty Germans to talk about eating sausages on the weekend. And an OG fish sandwich. Thanks, guys. That from James Brizardine, ordained Dudist priest at Dudism of the Church of Latter-day Dudes.
Latter-day Dudes.
Latter-day Dudes.
Sure, I get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, you just went Germans talking about us eating hot dogs?
Yeah, here's the problem about you eating the sausage. I prefer that you just suck on it. Watch the teeth.
Yeah, and as always, the most important process of a dog is the tip. Dudism.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years. We're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Take a moment, coming up, catching up on a couple here from yesterday. Guys, listening to your podcast on the Odyssey app. The Fred Meyer self-checkout asks how many bags do you wish to pay for, not how many bags you are taking. Since I don't want to pay for them, I hit 0 and go on my way. I'm pretty sure this is intentional, and the attendant does not really care. Rock off. That from Mike.
I like that. How many do you wish to pay for? Oh, none. Mine take 6.
I make that joke every time I'm at the checkout stand.
But do you actually steal them?
No.
Wow, that's convincing.
Want to ask you...
I don't know if they care. Somebody told me there is a limit, though. And, there's cameras on everything. And after a while, they're like, all right, stop.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
This is from our Men's Room World Tour stop over in Bremerton. Guys, enjoyed meeting you all at the Men's Room World Tour at the Tracyton Movie House. Band Woodshed, guys, was awesome. And hey, Steve, hope you are enjoying the 2-pound bag. That from Super Dave. What kind of 2-pound bag did you get?
2-pound bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And yes, it has been opened. Yeah, dude came up and
2-pound bag. I knew that.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
It's obviously a food item.
What did we not get there?
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and that bag has been opened and enjoyed.
And one more. Subject is Rainier Cherries.
All right.
Olabacholas, listening to your show on the Odyssey app, and heard Thrill mention how his wife was amazed at the low cost of Rainier Cherries in Florida.
Yes.
Just thought you might like to know. This past weekend, at our local Aldi, I purchased a 2-pound bag of Rainier Cherries for $4.99.
How? How is it? That's what my wife paid in Orlando. All right, just keep in mind, Rainier cherries, they come from the Rainier Valley, which is not far from here. Both Maryland and Orlando, Florida, are about 3,000 miles away. She paid $15 here in Seattle for 2 pounds of Rainier cherries. We got to Orlando, and she's like, I spent $5 on 2 pounds of Rainier cherries.
Don't get too jealous. Maryland is such a backward-ass state, we still can't buy alcohol in grocery stores. And, of course, I can't try your Men's Room IPA out here because we don't get that either. So we all have something to be jealous of. Still listening to the entire show every day. Tell Ted I am helping keep PG County in check.
Hey, Ted, he's keeping PG County in check.
All right. That from your longest listener, One-Eyed Greg in Reisterstown, Maryland.
How long has he been listening?
Well, he listened to us when we were in Baltimore.
Yes, so 23, 24 years.
A pretty long time.
Eating those cheap-ass cherries.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Get up here at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check on Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The new drink of the summer is called Spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
It's a mixture of cheap beer, Aperol, and lemon juice.
What, are we just finding reasons to use that god-awful Aperol?
That's pretty much it.
I just don't like the taste of it.
No, you do not. And you know what? A little goes a very, very, very long way.
And I get it. Those drinks look awesome.
Mm-hmm. And that's basically what it is just to make a little sunrise beer is all it's going to look like. Granted, without the orange juice and all that stuff, but it just reds it up a little bit.
I'm fine with just beer.
Right. Do we have to get nuts with it?
Apparently. That's the new thing.
You can mix different stuff, but I'm just like... and also, it's the middle of summer. Can't be calling something summer drink now. Mm-hmm. Drink of the summer. You're too late, dude.
Well, I wonder if it's a hindsight. Man, the drink of this summer was definitely the spaghetti.
The spaghetti. Do you think if we went to our watering hole and asked for that, would they even know what the hell it is?
I think she would kick you out of the bar.
Now, if you went tonight or tomorrow, she would know.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
She's very good about it.
Okay.
It almost annoys me.
Like you want to trick her into something? Oh, you don't know how to make it.
I got you. Didn't know that one. And also, that just sounds like something I want to eat.
It does. Spaghetti.
Oh, come over. Miles is making his famous spaghetti.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Right? Like I'm even doing the little
Yeah.
Italian thing.
See how it stir it with a noodle.
There you go.
There you go.
And when the noodle's fully soft,
Then you eat
spaghetti
it.
is
Then you
ready.
eat it.
Just drop it in there. The UK government is asking residents to send them their pets' poo.
Is there a reason for this?
So there's a bacteria or there's a bug that's in feces at this point.
All right.
That they are. It's difficult. It's one of those that it's mutated to where it is beating traditional treatments.
Uh-oh.
And so now they're trying to get ahead of it. They're trying to get it in small stages to where they can then find the workaround there.
I thought theirs been kinky.
Right? Hey, bring in the poo, man. Bring us the poo. It turns out that twangy voices, quote unquote, are easier to hear and understand in noisy environments. Your brain apparently has less of a task in identifying and understanding a voice with a twang.
You mean like a southern twang?
Exactly.
Okay.
So like listening to Dolly Parton with a window down. You can hear those words a lot easier than if you were listening to Nirvana.
So it's a crowd of bars. It's like, hey, y'all.
There you go.
Somebody be like, oh, there's Ted.
That will go across. They will hear you better. I don't know why, but apparently they will. Now, how much better? I didn't read that part of the study. New research shows that people who focus on time spent on a goal are more likely to bounce back from a failure than those that focus on money lost. Which makes sense, because if you're focused on the time that you spent, you try out for something and you fail. All right. Focusing on the time that you spent and dedicated into the time that you put into that.
All right.
That's inspirational versus the money lost.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah,
how
that's
much
right.
money did I lose? As opposed to, man, I spent so much time on this. Like, right, we can still put more time into it.
It's like
Time's
college,
free.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I did 4 years, or I spent $100,000.
Yeah, right.
Right? It feels different, even though it's pretty much the same thing.
Exactly. The Merriam-Webster word of the day. Let's play this game again. It is a Q word, and it means to argue or complain about small, unimportant things.
Quabble.
You're very
Quibble?
close, Ted. Quibble. You guys
Quibble.
got it. It is quibble.
Quibble.
To argue or complain about small, unimportant things. A quibble.
That's what Karens are known for.
Quibbling?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I want to see a manager.
She's quibbling.
Oh, no, you're going to quibble. What do you say, Ted? Don't make me what? Punch you in the lip? What did you...
You don't want me to hobble your lip.
Hobble your lip, yeah.
Oh, she, of course, she's getting into a quibble. She's been out here airing her lungs all goddamn night.
She should let that scar under her nose heal. Fast walking for just 15 minutes a day has been linked to a 20% reduction in death risk.
Oh, nice.
Fast walking. I don't know how long until it's considered fast walking. Because I walk fast naturally.
Right. Well,
So-
I mean, look, the average human being walks 3 miles an hour. So if you're walking faster than that, I guess that's fast walking.
Right? Maybe you're putting effort into actually going faster.
It also depends where you do this fast walking, because I feel like if you fast walk through the line enclosure at the zoo, your chances of death escalate.
Or if you're trying to cut through a crowd at a concert, it's tough.
Oh, God.
Or walk through the airport.
Harder. Yeah.
Walking through the airport's tough.
Just wanderers, just walking around.
I think the airport is probably the worst place to try to walk fast.
And you know what? I blame one group of people. Just because of that 4 wheels, it should
Jesuits.
still be behind you.
Yeah.
People walk with that 4-wheeled one
Oh, yeah,
next
yeah.
to them. It's like you're taking up 2 spots, dude.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Well, and then you get families on vacation to where it's their first time in the airport, and so they are walking 4 wide along a corridor that basically has enough room for 5.
The fastest walkers in the airport are children.
Yeah.
They just sprint. I mean, that's all they do. They just run.
And also, that's not the time to let your kids learn how to walk.
God, I know. Isn't it cute?
Nope.
In a different setting, yeah.
Right. I'm in a hurry. I have a layover that is not long enough.
But I'm happy for your kid. Hurry it up.
Yeah.
Take it to the corner. Go over there.
Yeah, that's all.
Have at it.
Take it to the corner.
Take
Get
him
him
out of
corner.
here. That's right. You know what? Let's do circles over here. I know they don't stay contained. I get that. That's your job.
Right.
You're a parent. You get to be the rallier.
And it sucks.
Yeah, it
Kids at an
does.
airport is awful.
Yeah, you chose this. Body fat percentage has been found to be more accurate, a more accurate health representation than BMI. Body fat percentage.
Correct.
Right.
Just generally, that's a different kind of machine or whatever.
Sure.
I think a lot of doctors don't have them, so they just do BMI.
Right.
A new study shows that weak sleep rhythm has been linked to 83 diseases.
The weak sleeping?
Weak sleep rhythm.
Ah. What constitutes a weak sleep rhythm?
Well, I'm white, so I'm already at a disadvantage.
How you snore? If you snore like
waking up a lot.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
That's no rhythm.
Right. You're not actually
Here you go.
resting.
That's a rhythm.
Yeah, that was my brother. God almighty.
Yeah.
And then you get that weird pause and you think they died. Like, okay, he's still around.
Ooh.
I've had
He's still around.
I've had to go easy on substances before I go to bed because I don't rest when I'm sleeping.
Really?
My brain is constantly recovering, my body is constantly recovering, and then I don't sleep well.
Okay.
I slept through the night.
Mhm,
More
right.
accurately, I wasn't conscious throughout the night.
Right.
But
Definitely
I wake up.
passed
and
out and sleeping.
Right. I don't feel good when I wake up. A new study found that lifestyle changes could prevent most cases of liver cancer. But,
Yeah.
Booze, I guess.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Small
both
change.
versions because you can have fatty liver just because of
Oh,
the
right,
food and sodas and all that stuff. It's actually shocking how big, sadly, how much it used to be. Like, if you had a liver problem, you could almost guarantee you just booze. But
Booze,
now
right.
with the food, there's a lot of people that have liver issues. They're like, I don't even drink.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Right? Yay.
But that's more proof that just little changes and little actions have a great impact.
Sure.
In fact, that happens in other factions of life.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 or more 1-minute cleaning tasks you should do right away. You know, experts say you want your bedroom to be a sanctuary. So here's what you do. After you get finished having a little me time, don't just toss that tissue on the bedside table. Take it to the bathroom and dispose of it properly. Also, wash your hands.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's one of those things that feels like it should go without saying.
Yes. It should
Right.
go without saying.
You should be ashamed of that thing being out there. Make it go away. Clean it up. 1-minute cleaning tasks that you should do right away. There's a handful of these different things, and they break them up into different factions all around the house. They say in the kitchen. Miles, I'm sure that you do each and every one of these things, man.
Okay.
That you should do right away. Put the dish in the dishwasher.
Yep.
Rinse it off real quick.
Where else do you put it?
Leave it in the sink.
Oh.
Sometimes it ends up on the
But I'll
counter
need that
next to
sink
it.
later.
Yeah,
That's my thing is like I'm going to need that sink for something else.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't stay there. It's part of the process
Right.
of getting to where it's going.
What should you do right away? Wipe up that spill that you made on the counter.
Yep. I'm very anal about that.
Yeah. Sometimes I've spilled because I'm doing something, and then I will finish that particular task, and then I'll
Sure.
immediately wipe
You can
it up.
finish the task, but yeah, definitely.
You know, if I'm cooking something out on the stove and it's splashing a whole lot, like I'm not going to sit there and wipe it up after every splash that gets down there. Like
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It just bugs me.
Okay.
I don't know why. It just bugs. Maybe from years of cooking in restaurant kitchens or something, but tend to be very tidy in the kitchen and very, very well thought out.
Okay.
I have everything I need before I start preparing whatever.
Scrub the kitchen sink after washing the dishes at night. I'm sorry, dear. I will get on that more.
I just cleaned the sink yesterday. I don't do it every time, but I was looking at the sink like this. No. Go on. Let's clean this bad boy out.
Yeah. And I do feel good when I've got a good soaped up sponge that just you get the soap marks all throughout the sink, and then you rinse it all off like, okay, we're clean.
Yeah, there's that weird satisfaction.
There it is. Wipe down the inside of the microwave if your food splatters.
Especially at work.
Yeah.
Please.
That would be very helpful.
Other people use it.
Criminy. At public settings, that should go without saying.
I say it all the time. I have lived with roommates who are super clean freaks, but we all agreed the common areas had to stay a certain type of clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was just right. Like, if you want to be a mess in your room, go ahead, but it's a common area.
Dry the dish that you just washed and put it away. Again, these are 1-minute ruled cleaning habits that you should always do right away.
Sometimes.
There are times when
I'll let it air dry.
I kind of like halfway do the dish.
I have
let it air
a,
dry.
what do you call that? Like the little pad next
the
to
rack.
it? Yeah.
That's what
I have dishes sitting. I mean, they're clean, but they're definitely sitting there. But I've been looking at them like, I don't know, man. They don't migrate by themselves. I know this.
Well, isn't there also like there's a study that says that air drying is actually bacterially speaking better?
Probably because the rag you're using inevitably is going to have bacteria on it, right?
Yep. There's just, and it's not a ton of them, but some of the like bowls, right? Like I'm just like, well, I'm going to use it again in like the next day or two.
Yeah, great.
Wash the cutting board. That is one that I
Yes.
am.
Put it in the
watched that.
dishwasher.
Put it in the dishwasher.
If it's not wood.
Yes.
I only have wood.
Don't put it in the
Baby.
dishwasher.
Don't put it in there.
The problem is that now there's specific uses for the wood ones. When you go with wood, it's better for your knives. However, you have to set aside different cutting boards for different things.
Right, meat versus this.
I
versus
know.
this, right.
I didn't know this. It's a doggone cutting board.
Well, again, just working in restaurants, it's like embedded in my head. I don't care if people do it. I just do it because that's just how I know to cook.
I don't care about it. I don't taste the onion on the strawberry that you apparently can't either. Empty crumbs from the toaster oven or the toaster. Yes.
I get around to that.
Yeah.
At some point, you're just like, what in the hell? Did somebody shoot bread with a shotgun? Like, what? My God.
Take out the trash.
Yes.
Yeah, it needs to get to a certain point. Basically, what was it, Miles? Like, if you're about to push it down, take it out.
I'll push it down one time.
One push.
One time.
All right. For me, it depends on what I'm pushing down.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. Depends, too, right? Like, if I'm making chicken and the empty chicken package is in there, we got to get that out the next morning. You know what I mean?
Fish bones, anything like that. Shells from shrimp.
Yeah. We do have a certain day where it's clean out the fridge day, and it doesn't matter if there's one thing that goes in that garbage can. It's going all the way out.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That does not sit under my sink.
Do you have any of
after
the, what do you think is in that Tupperware game?
I get to play that game. We don't ever have to think about what's in there. However, she sets it out and says, take care of that when you got a second, and then leaves. And I'm glad that we did this because as long as I'm taking care of it, we still have Tupperware containers.
Boom. Right. Otherwise, the whole thing's
That's
gone.
right. She is so doggone ready to throw the whole freaking thing away. Like, man. Decant pantry items.
That, yeah, like, get some of the stuff out of there.
Okay.
You'd be, like, you know that one jar of gravy you keep saving as you're going to make mashed potatoes at home?
One day.
No, you're not.
No, that gravy's out of date. Yes, I am speaking from personal experience.
Speaking of that, Miles went to a store today to get some chocolate milk, right?
Oh, God.
And he buys chocolate milk.
Oh, God.
He sits down in the car. He did not sip it, but he reads it was at Best by May 25th.
I'm like, I'm not drinking this.
No.
Yeah, I was like, dude, do not do it, man.
I think I know where you were.
Yeah.
Like, man, I really wanted a chocolate milk.
I know that's all he's talking about. He finally did it. Even when he walked back, he's like, I finally got chocolate milk.
Was it
Best
over
by
there?
May 25th. Okay.
Was it over there?
Yeah. Yeah. You know the story.
Chocolate milk. My buddy did that to me backstage Friday night.
What's that?
We're like eating a catering, and they're like, we got this, we got that. And he's like, I'm going to get another glass of chocolate milk. I was like, all right. Okay.
Why not?
I don't. It just seemed like an odd call. He's like, I love chocolate milk. I was like, you're right. They have all the chocolate milk you could want.
They go to the dining room, wipe the table after you eat, push the chairs in, toss the dying flowers as soon as you notice them. Yeah.
I tried to get
Oh,
on that.
so like before they even look weak, you notice them, throw them out of the house?
That's right. Get them
Yeah,
out.
get them out.
Damn flowers.
Sorry, honey. Mike said to.
In the bedroom, put the earrings back in the jewelry box rather than on the dresser. Miles, I know that you have that issue.
I do it every night.
Just get it done,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hang the jacket in the closet. I get
You what in the closet?
I hang the jacket.
See that on the bag.
Hang your coat in the closet.
But the back of the couch works so well.
It does.
It's like it's made for holding jackets.
And I've got my closet closed that I'll pull it down and I look good for the day and then I'm tired at the end of the day. So I specifically throw it on my bed because if I don't, it's going to sit on the back of the chair.
Yep.
It's going to sit over here. No. Put the dirty socks in the hamper rather than on the floor or under the bed. Put your dirty socks in the hamper. Don't cram it to the bottom. Don't worry. They know. Just put it in the hamper.
Don't worry, they know. That's for all the teens out there listening. Jesus.
In the living room, bring the popcorn bowl from the living room to the sink after movie night. Yeah.
Always.
Put the sweatshirt, cardigan, sweater away when you leave the room rather than leaving it on the couch, Ted. It literally
I
has it
know.
on there.
I'm so guilty of that.
Take the blanket back to its final resting place, whether it's a basket, whether it is on the back of the couch, wherever it's at.
Fold it up.
Yep. Put the remote away. Put the remote away.
What is putting it? To me, it just goes back on the coffee table.
Well, a lot of them sink into the couch. They'll sit on the back of the couch. They'll fall off the side.
I'm pretty good about that. That, like, my wife will leave them on the couch, and I just don't, because between the dog and the kids, it drives me crazy when the dog jumps on the couch and then my TV turns off or the channel flips or it takes me to some screen I've never seen before. So I'm like, just put it on the table that is directly in front of us.
And then I'll leave you with this last 1-minute rule cleaning habit that you should do right away because it is one of my biggest pet peeves. Put the DVD, the game, the movie, whatever, back in its case and the case back in its place. Whatever movie it is, game it is, should correspond to the case that you put it in. Because the number of times that I open a doggone movie case, I want to watch Wild Hogs, and I open it up and it's Sausage Party. I don't want to watch that.
It's better than Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
They're both fine.
Yeah, my kids have, like, there's 7, I don't know, cases for whatever Nintendo Switch games that they used to play.
Yeah.
I went through all, one of them had a game in it, and it wasn't the game. That's seriously. I'm just like, guys, come on, man. And I have no idea where they are.
That's why I've gone strictly digital now. Like, I ain't even messing with it. It's all digital. A man in BC, Canada was attacked by a cougar, but you won't believe how he responded, Miles.
What do you do?
I'll test your memory at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Quick time it is, as usual, we head to the drink test. Can Steve throw a hill to find out who we're toasting?
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 57-year-old Acacia Dolphin of Maricopa, Arizona.
Say hi.
Now, Acacia, that is her name. She's what you might call an idiot. Case in point, her house lost power. So instead of calling the electric company, she called the local police. Now, for reasons we do not understand, she thought that the police would or could restore power to her home. Instead, the police happily obliged her when she gave her name and her address. They came directly to her house because she was wanted on 4 felony warrants for drunk driving and had been avoiding the police for the last 2 years. So she actually gave her name, gave the address, and they're like, hey, we'll be right there. So she waited for them to show up, thinking they'd restore power. Instead, they went to her blacked-out house and arrested her dumbass.
Jesus.
They're even like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, this is my address. And they're like, you know what? We'll send some officers right over. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, we can handle this.
Yeah, idiot. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, it's going to get tested on the line now for Profile This. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Absolutely. It's a simple game, Miles, where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Today, you 3 gentlemen will be competing against one another. And today, you have your choice of 1 of 3 categories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have interior decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone. And finally, Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem.
Let's go interior decorating.
The bra. A Florida woman was caught hiding contraband in her bra, and not just her boobs, while passing through the TSA checkpoint at the Miami International Airport. The woman, who was not identified, had contraband wrapped in gauze and plastic wrap. Now, the TSA said on social media, quote, "Friends, please, and we cannot emphasize this enough, stop hiding contraband in weird places on your body and then trying to sneak it through airport security." To the TSA, we say, you can ask, but people ain't going to listen. Anyway, it's unclear if any charges have been filed, as the contraband itself is not necessarily illegal, but her method of transport is. The question is, what did she try to smuggle through the airport? Was it turtles? Was it cured meat? Was it papayas or was it cash? So turtles, meat, papayas, or cash? Oh, my.
I think she had some meat in the bra.
Meat.
The cured meat.
I'm going to go money. Cash.
Good time for papayas.
Papaya. Wait, let me switch that around. So we got papaya.
So, cured meat, Mike. Papayas, Ted. I'm taking cash.
You're taking cash.
Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, they have signs on businesses. No bra money.
They actually do. God, do you remember that woman who I asked for a light? It was in our old building. I'm outside, I want to smoke a cigarette, my lighter dies. She's a smoker. She rolls outside and said, "Hey, can I borrow your lighter?" She's like, "Sure." Reaches into her bra and pulls it out. And it is moist with
I've got
sweat.
one more on me.
So that was the one time I let her light my cigarette. I'm like, I'm not grabbing that.
What did she have
Thank you, lady.
stuffed in her bra? Turtles, cured meat, papayas, or cash? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury. And then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Interior decorating on profile this week. A Florida woman had stuff in her bra.
Yeah.
Trying to go through TSA.
That is correct.
Apparently, whatever was in there was not illegal.
Just
I guess you're not allowed to transfer it in a bra.
I guess it's one of those deals where, like, what you have is not illegal, but we're going to be suspicious because you're making the attempt to smuggle it. All right? So, like, okay, you guess cash. And nobody cares if you just have cash on you. But, like, I don't know. If you
can't have over more than $10,000.
Can't have more than $10,000. But if you had $1,000, you rolled it up and put it in your rectum, they'd be like, look, it's not illegal, but, man, we don't trust
Just can't have it.
Right? Just don't do that. $10,000, that's our trouble. So, let's see. Mike Hawk, you guess meat.
Come on.
I'm just assuming
Put some meat in that bra.
that you meant breast. Damn it. Ted also making a breast euphemism, going with papayas.
Shout out
I
to
think you
Austin.
guys did that. Look out.
It was really just because McLaren's so good these days.
Miles, you went cash?
Yep.
No. She was smuggling the thing that we would all smuggle. Turtles, yeah. Who doesn't put turtles in the bra? Didn't you have that story?
No.
Did I have that story?
I think you legitimately told me not to take that story because you were going to use it for this damn segment.
Okay.
Yeah. It's ironic she had them in their bra because they were actually box turtles.
Damn.
Not snapping?
Nope.
Oh. Now for all TV news all the time for TV Time with Ted.
You both.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
That was a good one.
All right, your choices are the Jimmys.
I never have to worry
Fallon
about
and Kimmel.
Seth Meyers. Colbert.
Steven.
Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title. These guys have teams of writers helping come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
You probably heard you're supposed to get like 10,000 steps a day. But according to new research, just 7,000 steps a day could be enough to improve your health. Do I hear a 6? It really sounds like scientists have lowered their expectations for us. Explains why the new Surgeon General warning on cigarettes says, do not smoke during pregnancy. Unless it's your second kid, then whatevs.
Colbert.
That is Colbert.
You probably heard that you're supposed to get like 10,000 steps a day, but according to new research, just 7,000 steps a day could be enough to improve your health. Do I hear 6? It really sounds like scientists have lowered their expectations for us. Explains why the new Surgeon General warning on cigarettes says, do not smoke during pregnancy unless it's your second kid, then whatevs.
Up in Canada, in British Columbia, a man survived a cougar attack by punching the cougar in the face and it retreated. Now the cougar and the man are scheduled to finish this battle once and for all on Netflix before Jake Paul's fight.
Beat Ted Smith.
Yep. Yeah. I'd pay to watch that guy fight a cougar.
Look, like I said, I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm saying that's a story I would tell too. Whatever I punched his ass and he backed right up.
Russia started direct flights between Moscow and North Korea. It's one of those rare trips where the fun part really is the journey and not the destination.
Seth Meyers.
Fallon.
Russia just started direct flights between Moscow and North Korea. It's one of those rare trips where the fun part really is the journey and not the destination.
Golly. Yeah, I mean, that's...
Who's taking that flight?
Right.
Meanwhile, in Florida, a Chuck E. Cheese employee was arrested in full costume for credit card fraud. So for anyone who's currently dressed as Chuck E. Cheese, this is a sobering reminder that your life could get worse.
Oh, no.
Seth, Colbert.
Meanwhile, in Florida, a Chuck E. Cheese employee in full costume was arrested for credit card fraud. So for anyone else currently dressed as Chuck E. Cheese, this is a sobering reminder that your life could get worse.
An inmate in a New Orleans jail was mistakenly released on Friday after authorities confused him with another prisoner with a similar name. So congratulations to Maxwell's Josane.
Jesus. Go there.
Seth Meyer.
An inmate at a New Orleans jail was mistakenly released on Friday after authorities confused him with another prisoner with a similar name. So congratulations to Maxwell's Ghislaine.
That was that loud. If you heard me at the desk earlier, just go, oh.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
That was the joke. I was like, I'm not, yeah. I don't know if this counts as sports news or hot goss.
Hot goss, yes.
So the Raiders have a defender named Christian Wilkins. He was cut last Thursday. Now, a lot of people are saying because he had an injury that they didn't like that he was working on it. But there's an ESPN report that he playfully kissed another player on the head, but the guy took offense and filed an HR complaint.
Damn, come on.
They say, right, again, the team says they're unhappy with how he's rehabbing his foot injury, sidelined him after 5 games last season. But they had just signed him to a 4-year, $110 million deal last offseason. So it's kind of surprising you cut that guy. Obviously, they voided the $32 or $35 million in guaranteed money that was left. He filed a grievance.
I wonder if that was before Coach Carroll or after the signing. So Carroll might have come in and gone, why did they do this?
Right.
That's a lot of money. That's not my guy.
But also,
how do we get him out of here?
I've read a little bit more today that they have brought it up at Raiders training camp, and the players have all been like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't know. One guy said, like, you got to be careful what you're doing, man. Not everybody finds stuff funny.
Right.
So I don't know, but I feel like there is some legs to this story that he kissed a dude on the head, which also seems wild. I almost wrote it as a joke. It's like, just go old school, slap him on the butt.
Right. That's fine.
But, like, I remember football practice, at the end of a two-a-day, you'd sit there, right, and Miles will test, right? You got these coaches yelling and screaming at you, right, for hours on end all day. And then usually at the end of it, they would call up the captains and just go, all right, who needs a little TLC? And you never wanted to get called out, but when you did, everybody would just run over and rub your head and be like, you'll be okay tomorrow. Like, just keep coming back.
Right.
So, I mean, it was kind of a fun thing, but, like, I don't know. It's part of sports. You slap each other on the butt. And,
sure.
I don't know, another football player kiss you on the top of the head and being like, get back in there. I just, personally, I wouldn't give it two thoughts.
On top of my head, no.
Yeah, I'd be like, he's obviously messing around. I feel like kissing somebody on top of the head, either you really know that person or it's your child or, like, a child you're related to. Like, that's just such a specific
Or
spot.
something very, very good happen.
Yeah.
You know, we're splitting a winning Powerball ticket. It's like, that might happen. I get it, man. You know?
Yeah.
Super celebratory.
I kind of hope it's the kissing on the head, though. Just if nothing else, just to watch the Raiders have to answer these questions. All right, who's in here seeing Happy Gilmore 2?
I have not. My wife watched it the other day, and my son has seen it at least twice now.
Oh, no kidding.
Dude, he set an alarm to get up in the morning to watch Happy Gilmore 2. But he ended up sleeping through the alarm, or so I thought. When I see him later, he's like, I'm mad. I said, why are you mad? He's like, I set my alarm for 7:30. I said, I know you did. He said, p.m. I'm like, oh, well, you know, it happens, man.
Had he seen Happy Gilmore 1?
You know, I don't even know. I really don't even know if he has ever seen the first one, but he and his friends were super excited about Happy Gilmore 2, and they liked it.
All right. I've seen conflicting reports. Some people say, loved it, like it's cheesy, but it's a good job.
Sure.
And then the other half of people are like, I wish they hadn't touched it. It sucks.
I think it's one of those where if you overhype it in your head, because it's Happy Gilmore, you loved the movie either growing up or you loved it when it came out, whatever. If you overhype the sequel, it can never live up to what you want it to be.
That's true.
Just because you're excited for it. You don't know what's coming, but you're just excited for it. No, don't be excited for it. It's Happy Gilmore 2. It's a bit of a cash grab. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, look, Top Gun 2, I thought they did a good job of balancing out the cheesiness with, like, all right, they can't play volleyball, like football beach scene.
But people loved the movie. I still haven't seen it, but everyone I know that saw it said it was great.
The only person I knew that really specifically did not like it, just didn't like the storyline of what had happened to it, Happy.
Okay.
I won't go into it because people are still watching.
Yep.
Mike, I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
So I have here a list of Adam Sandler's. They just kind of ranked his movies out of 20. So 20 was Shakes the Clown from 91. I don't even remember that.
Nope.
That was the one with, oh, God. The comedian.
Bobcat
Goldthwait.
Was
Yes,
he
you're
Shakes
correct.
the Clown? Okay.
Yes.
All right. For some
Yeah.
reason, I thought that was another
That guy
movie.
makes strange movies to begin with.
He's Bobcat Goldthwait, right? I mean,
Yes.
if you put him in the movie, it just gets strange.
So let's see. Some of the other ones you'd probably more recognize on the list here. I thought this was a travesty. They put 17 from 94, Airheads.
That was a good movie.
Right? Farley's in it.
The dude, the tall guy.
The tall guy.
Just got like the acclaim movie when he got fat.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, yep.
Right.
That's a very good clue.
Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I thought that was a great movie. Completely dumb. But, like, if anybody's listening to us and you listen to KSW, watch Airheads. Like, you will like that movie. It'll look
I need to watch it.
It looks super dated and everything, but you will watch it. I also saw a funny thing the other day with Adam Sandler. They were asking about the baggy clothes, and he's like, look, I used to be massive. So he was like, but people don't really want to laugh when you're trying to be goofy at a yoked up dude. So that's why I started wearing all the baggy stuff. And he's like, now I just kind of wear it.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Remember Dane Cook caught a bunch of heat for a while, and I think a lot of it was just like, you can only be so good looking as a comedian. People would rather laugh at you if you're kind of self-deprecating. But, I mean, it's not like attractive people aren't funny, too.
Yeah.
But you're right.
It's rare.
I'm hilarious.
But it's pretty good. Number 15 on the list. These are Sandler's top movies. They put 8 Crazy Nights. It's like a Hanukkah themed.
Didn't watch that one. It had a resurgence here this last season, but I do want to catch it. I want to check it out.
All right. They put Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy, even Funny People. They put at 12. Now, Funny People is not a very funny movie.
I have to say, I didn't think that one was good.
I thought it was a good movie. It just wasn't funny.
Gotcha.
It's a lot more serious. They're ranking all his movies, not just that. So when you get to the top 10, number 9, you have Don't Mess with the Zohan from 2008. I don't know that I ever actually watched that one.
I don't fully remember it. I do remember it being just another one of his dumb movies.
All right, they did put Happy Gilmore 2 down at 11th. At 7, you have 50 First Dates for 2004.
Great flick. Loved it.
Was that, what's her face?
Drew Barrymore. Yep. I watched that one all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, that one gets talked about all the time. I have groups of friends that are just like, you never watched that?
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch. It's a cute little movie.
Getting close to the top 5, you have The Waterboy at 6.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought that was a great movie. A lot of good stuff in it. The one coach that speaks Cajun, you can never understand a damn word he's saying and all that stuff.
I like Vicky Valicourt. She showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
You have The Wedding Singer on there from 1998.
All right.
That's a good one, too.
To me, that's a classic movie.
Yeah.
And that's a good, I mean, look, it's a rom-com. Very good rom-com. There's enough funny stuff in it where you're like,
yeah.
Julia Gulia.
I have to say Julia Gulia.
Yeah, I mean, to this day, you meet somebody named Julia, and you go, Julia Gulia? Like, she's like, stop it.
I've heard it.
Yeah. It's like, wow, don't introduce yourself to people at 11 o'clock at night in a bar.
I'm hilarious.
Julia. Punch Drunk Love from 2002 makes the list.
Ooh, didn't see that one.
No, then Uncut Gems.
That was
number
the
3.
serious one.
Yeah, that was the drug dealer one on Netflix.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. He's like the jewel guy, and then he's kind of scamming people and all the gambling and everything.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. My issue is that character. You're just like, you can't keep effing this up. And it's just like, by the end, I was almost cheering for him to get killed. He was driving me up.
I need to watch that one. Isn't that one of the ones that's like 3 hours long?
It is a long movie.
Okay.
And then you have Happy Gilmore, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Classic. And then number 1.
Billy Madison.
Correct. Which is, I can't really argue with that one either, man. Billy Madison, top tier.
Good all day.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Philly fans, go to a Yankee game and enjoy the 7th inning stretch. Merrill Man warns against buying used tires. Duh. Saying they are sketch. BC man stands up to a cougar and beats its ass. A hiker is mauled by a bear that would not let him pass. And Brits attempt to whack a bill so they can get back to corn shucking. It's time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, our top story. We're going to BC, Canada, where the wildlife are fierce but beatable. Oops. Why'd that go so low? My bad. A man was working at a local lake about 400 miles northwest of Vancouver when he was surprise attacked by a cougar. We covered this earlier today. The big cat swiped at the man, hitting him in his upper body and forcing him to act.
Meow.
And act he did. The man reared back and quickly punched the cougar square in the face before disengaging and allowing the animal to retreat.
What'd you do that for?
Authorities were called and trapped for scent, but the cougar was not found again. Authorities said that they're keeping an eye out for any similar incidents involving the animal. Meanwhile, the man did not need to be hospitalized for his injuries. They took this as an opportunity to remind people the proper way to handle an encounter with a cougar. Ted Smith, how do you encounter a cougar?
Do not run away.
That's a fact.
If you can't fight back.
Okay.
Make yourself big and loud.
Make yourself big and loud.
Maintain eye contact.
And one thing that they do say is that while
Grab him by the junk.
Stick your finger. One thing that they do say is that while you're making yourself big, one thing that I thought was a great thing to add there was make sure there's a clear exit for the animal.
All right.
If you back it into a corner, well, now he's got to do what he's got to do. So
that's a strong note you make there.
So leave a gap.
Oh,
there.
crap. And let's switch the route real quick.
Do-si-do, buddy. Do-si-do. In other news, who says baseball isn't romantic? We got a New York in Yankee Stadium. Where
emphasis on Yank. What you want?
A couple fans were caught on camera with the buzz surrounding the Coldplay Kiss Cam. Wicket. One would think that people would be a little bit more discreet with their actions in a public setting such as a baseball game, but a video was uploaded to social media that shows just the opposite. In the video, if you're over 18, check this video out. We get the perspective of a fan in attendance sitting just a few rows behind the couple, also in attendance, but they're not too focused on the game. No. While the man isn't doing much moving, his female counterpart in the seat next to him seems to be unable to contain herself, fidgeting and jerking all about while the man just continues to watch the players out on the field. After what could only be described as a moment of euphoric convulsion, the man's hand emerges from its hiding place in the woman's personal space. The publication that printed the story asked the organization for comment, though I'm not sure what they were expecting to get.
What are you going to say, man?
The video was met by a flurry of comments online, both cheering on the duo and condemning the act in a family setting. She's not hiding the ball at all, dude.
No. All right, he knew what he's doing. I like that he's still watching the game, though.
Right?
Yeah, let me do a little bit of this for you.
You guys don't do that while the game's on?
Not the people I know. What? Only strangers.
I mean, I'd be interested to see their age, too.
Yeah.
You take more risk at a certain age than you would.
She's very loud.
Yeah.
Oh, was she?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I mean, she's loud.
Like
when the plane's
Harry met
coming,
Sally?
No, look at the plane's coming in, man.
Yeah. Why? Just go somewhere else. Why are you out there in Yankee Stadium?
Well, he wanted to see the game.
Right.
He said his eyes were still on the field. Look, baby, I'll do this for you, but I'm staying for the game.
I'm assuming they thought nobody would notice, but you're with Miles. I'm with Miles. Like, her reaction, it's like, well, people are noticing.
Her legs are shaking.
Right.
They're trembling.
She's jerking
Her head's
all over the
moving
place.
back.
Right.
And he just insured his fingers.
Yes, he did. Oh, criminy. But for more sexy action, we go to the UK where the adults are rather peeved. The new legislation is going to effect that's aimed at reducing the amount of adult content consumed by the local youth on the internet. The legislation requires a photo ID to be uploaded for any 18-plus website in order to increase the security measures keeping minors off the adult websites. They're not going to stick with the, are you 18? Hit yes or no.
I know.
But for hundreds of thousands in the area, they believe it is this is to be a war on alone time, with 350,000 locals all signing a petition aimed at repealing the measure. And apparently they will entertain one that's got at least 100,000. They've got 3 times that. So,
don't take away people's porn. You're going to hear about it.
That's right. And there's a lot of people that were sitting there like, this might get me over my porn addiction because I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
They don't get my face.
That's it.
They don't get my face.
Right.
Well, and they were also saying that it's hard to go out and fight against this bill because anybody that does is going to be accused of porn addiction.
Of course. I'd be okay with that. Like, I'm fine because I like porn.
Nah.
Hey, look, I have Netflix. I don't watch it exclusively. I just watch the shows I want to watch every once in a while.
Right.
Doesn't mean I'm addicted to Netflix because I have it.
Right.
I mean, okay, I'll go watch Happy Gilmore.
Which would be a great name for porn.
It's not the only channel I watch. It's just part of it.
Right.
It's one of the many channels I take advantage of at my disposal.
I don't eat eggs all day.
But I like eggs.
Yeah.
And when I want eggs, that's what I want.
That's right. Breakfast.
Sometimes I go to IHOP.
He's addicted to eggs.
No, he's not.
More from the internet. A man took to TikTok to warn others of a mistake that he made. Dumbass. In the video, he tells the story of buying a set of tires on Facebook Marketplace for $500, with the seller assuring him that they still had 70% of their tread life left.
Of course.
Yeah. He got to the exchange scene and after looking over the tires, bought them off of the seller and immediately went to Discount Tire to get them put onto his car. Unfortunately, mechanics at the tire center quickly informed him that the tires could not be balanced, referencing bubbling and imperfections in the tires that rendered them pretty much useless. He's now putting out the word for people to not make his same mistake and to think twice before believing sellers on the internet.
Everyone in the world's like, we know.
We know, dude. You're literally the only guy that got scammed by that.
You did not get that memo.
Right. You need slacks? Just in case the store's left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
A school district in Texas is the scene for the latest animal rescue operation. Maintenance workers were alerted to an animal in peril, a raccoon that had gotten its head stuck in a dumpster that it was exploring. Using collective brain power, they got the tools necessary and calmed the animal as much as possible as they worked to cut the raccoon free. They posted several photos to their social media pages that showed the amount of work that needed to be done to spring the raccoon from its confines. By the end, he scampered off safe and sound, and the crew was commended by the district for their actions.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Get that raccoon back out in the quote-unquote wild.
In the wild.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can get back to eating out of trash cans.
Exactly. Thanks for making the hole big enough to where now I can get out on my own volition.
I know.
It's kind of funny just sticking his little head out there like, help.
Hey, I could use a hand.
I need a hand.
I was eating some rotten banana peels and a used condom, and now my head is
trapped here in the dumpster. Part of my well-balanced
They
diet.
just tossed it in the dumpster. Well, they shut off my porn. I didn't want to upload an ID. Now I'm going to the baseball game after this. Speaking of baseball, Men's Room Sports, the Mariners put the bats together to take Game 1 against the A's last night. Well done, boys. Game 2 will take place en route a little bit later on tonight. We're making some ground up against the Astros. I think we're 3 games back at this point.
Cool.
The Astros are on a losing streak. Keep it going. Let's go. As far as your weather, we're going to have a clear night, dropping things down to about 57, and we're expecting another hot one tomorrow with mostly sunny skies and a high right around 83. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thanks, sir. We'll see you tomorrow for salads from Domino's for lunch and the return of Who Sucks Less. The lovely Jolene is coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.